Good morning, friends. Happy Pokemon Day. We are here back again after the Nuzlocke victory this morning against the Elite Four. And we are getting ourselves all prepared for Pokemon Presents, which is here, Pokemon Day. How are we all doing, chat? I hope you're all well. Brandon, Jassy, Zamasu, how are you doing? Veda, welcome back. Brandon, Joe, Sky, Tom, Boy, Never Melt Ice, Petro, RR, J2 Arceus, and Mr. D Pickle. How are you doing? Scuddy, Evelyn, how are we all doing? Are we excited for Pokemon Day? Ceres, James, how are you? I hope you're good. Great to see you all here. Bob, Intoxicated, how are you? And Thunders, thank you so much for joining as well today, chat. We are going to be doing a bit of bingo. So we've got our bingo card ready to go, so we'll do that in a little bit. So we need to fill this all out with what we expect to see today. If you want to join in and do the bingo card along with us, it'd be great. Or you can just help us with suggestions with what we need to see. So we've got the timer on the screen. We got 2 hours in counting until the Presents goes live. So I am very excited. I have no idea what's everyone expecting or what's everyone hoping that we see today. Jonah, good evening. Jonah, how are you? Excitement is high. Excitement is so peaky. This is like the biggest news day of the year for us, so I am expecting some good things today. I'm really hoping. Jonah, good evening from Japan. How are we doing, my friend? Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you're having a great Pokemon Day yourself over there and excited for the Presents, which is happening very soon. Brandon, if there is a new Legends game, what starters would you want? Ooh, I think I'd like Tepig, Chikorita, and Totodile. They would be my three, yeah. Tepig, Chikorita, Totodile. They'd be my three that I would pick. What about you? Let me know. Yeah, my Palkia and Miraidon are watching. Nice, very nice. And how are you doing, my friend? Happy Pokemon Day from Greece. Yamas, my friend, Yamas. I hope you're doing well, and great to have you joining us today. Zamasu, I was just starting at my Rhyperia's. It's big because it's 8XXL scale. Nice, very nice. Congrats, mate. Thuns, how are we doing? Can't wait for the news, me too. Gen 5 remakes. It feels like it's going to be Gen 5 remakes. It definitely does, doesn't it? Remake on new region. New region, Scott. That would be crazy. Could you imagine a new region? Just out of the blue, like nowhere. Jonah, great. I think this is one of my this is my 1 year subscriber anniversary. Jonah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. It means so much. So once again, thank you, and it's great to have you joining us in the chat as well today for the Pokemon Presents, hoping for a Legends game. I really hope we get a Legends game. I know there's a few we've had on the last couple of days when we've been doing the Nuzlocke, a few people saying it's not their kind of cup of tea, which is so fine, but I really hope. I got so much enjoyment out of Legends Arceus. I just want to see them continue it. It would be so good if we do see that. Blazer, how are we doing? Because I want at least one OG coming to the NSO. It's got to happen, right? It has to happen today. It has to be the day. We've got Bank, we've got Transporter all closing down later this year at some point. We don't have a date for it. If they're doing that, it feels like you've got to port them to the Switch. Please be it today. Just give us one of them. It would be amazing. Just give us a big nod to Gold and Silver and just port them straight to the Switch. That would be so good. Kados, I really hope they keep doing many events for Scarlet and Violet. As someone who recently got into Scarlet, really bummed I can't get, for example, Walking Wake. Yeah, it'd be nice to see them repeat those. And hopefully along with it, I'd imagine we will get a Terra Raid event today. Hopefully it is a spicy one as well. I still have my bet on it being the Genies though. If we are getting a Black and White remake, I think Landorus, Thundurus, Tornadus, and Enamorus will be the event today. But I could be wrong. I could be so wrong and off the mark. We could get a mythical. We could get a legendary. Who knows what we'll get. Blazer, how are we doing? I hope you're good. Really hoping for a port of Virtual Console of the old GBA games, maybe even DS games. Could you imagine if they did like Black and White ports? That would be so crazy. Be so good. Mr. D Pickle, Chikorita, Froakie, and Torchic. Very nice combination. I like that starter set. That would be so good as well. Like, yeah, that would be really nice. As long as we get the Chikorita in there, I'd be happy. Froakie would be a nice one as well. My favorite Pokemon, those being Chespin, Scorbunny, and Totodile, Brandon. That would be a really nice little mix there, because I love Scorbunny. Totodile's got to be up there. Listeners, I hope your sore throat is better. It's a lot better, my friend. Yeah, it is. I keep taking night nurse to make me sleep better, but it knocks me out. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm like an absolute zombie for like a good hour. But I'm a lot better, my friend. Thank you so much for asking. Still a little bit there, but it is getting better each day, which is good. Vader Legend was so much fun. I hope for another one too. I really hope, Vader. I really hope. I really hope that we get a Legends game. That's probably my big wish for this, because I feel like at this point it's almost, it's not guaranteed, but it feels like we're going to get a black and white remake. So I feel like a Legends game is that one where we're kind of, are we going to get one? Are we not going to get one? Are they going to delay it for a year? We maybe not going to get it this time around. I don't know. So I'm really hoping we do, but obviously no guarantees. Let me see, honestly, praying mystery gifts for Shiny Miraidon and Kiraidon. That would be hype as well. Phoenix, how are we doing, my friend? Happy Pokemon Day once again. And I hope the excitement levels are getting high for you. I'm so hyped. Sleepers for the week. Paddy, so true. I wish I could get around sleep. I do enjoy a bit of sleep though. I do really enjoy it. Because they would have to port black and white. There is a black and white 3 coming, because I hope you're right. Rose, how are we doing? Happy Pokemon Day again. I hope you're well. Great to have you joining us. Getting involved for all the hype. Black and white 2. Black and white 2. Black and white 2. And then they announced black and white 3. I do feel like there is like more hype around Pokemon Day, Pokemon Presents this year than there has been. So it feels like there is something big coming, you know, especially with all the stuff that they're doing in New York today, where Unova is kind of based. So you never know. Imagine Q trolled us and we get Gen 6 remakes. Could you imagine? Not out of the realms of possibility either. Bilbo Baggins, thank you so much for becoming a new member on the channel. Really appreciate it, my friend, and I hope you enjoy your time being a member here on the channel. Did the FBI open up your throat? Brandon, what do you think, Brandon? Come on. Never melt ice. You know the girl in the Paldean Academy school shop. She subtly implies that there is an awake form of Kamala. I haven't seen that. That's interesting though. Maybe that leads on to something, you know. There's also, oh, who is it? The teacher at the school. I can't remember the name of her, but she's the one that gives you the clues about the ruin legendaries and the stakes and stuff like that. She does talk about something coming in the club room, which is kind of interesting. I can't remember the exact text, but there is a hint to something that she does say. There's like a line of text which could imply more DLC action content that we could get in Scarlet and Violet, which is kind of exciting as well, you know. And I think if you look at the Japanese art, let's see if I can pull it open. This is kind of interesting, the Japanese artwork that they put up earlier with the Terapagos and the Ogopon. Ooh, where is it? There's so much stuff being dropped this morning. Interestingly enough as well, Ruby Sapphire and Fire Leaf and Red Green. Red Green? Red Green? Leaf Green? Fire Red, Leaf Green. This is it here. Let's see if I can pull this up. Here we go. This artwork here. So this artwork here was what they dropped earlier this morning, which is interesting to celebrate Pokemon Day, Scarlet and Violet style, which I do find very interesting, where it looks like Ogopon and Terapagos are being kind of, I don't know, attacked or thrown out some sort of way. This could be nothing, but and it was Ray Fort. Yes, Never Melt Ice and King's Smileys. Thank you so much, friends. So it looks like, and the other thing that I kept thinking about yesterday was the Terra hats, right? The face in the Terra hats has never been explained yet. Could this be something about, you know, this is the Terra symbol? Could that be something that we look into with a new mythical as well? So that's something that I think we might see a little bit of, but who knows? Rose, I think Black and White Remake is a given. A new Legends game likely. I'd love to see some Pokemon Virtual Console type games for the Switch. That would be the wish list. I think if we got all 3 of those, that would be so good. That would be such a good day. We'd be eating well for the next year, I think. Wish they'd port Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire to the Switch games, but not via the NSO as the game card and digital download version. I think that's how we're going to see them porting these Pokemon games over. I don't think they'll be part of the Virtual Console, so to speak, like a free one. I think they'll be standalone, like you can download them to the console. I think that's how they would have to do them. And then it gets around the save states and stuff like that you've got with all of the other Virtual Console games, which I think they want to try and avoid, because with save states in Pokemon, you can create a save state, you can trade away all your Pokemon and then reload the save state and you've got all your Pokemon back again. So it's an easy way to dupe, and I think that's probably one of the things that they want to prevent straight away. Bilbo Baggins again, thank you so much for the membership. And Lumpy, how are we doing, mate? I'm prepped for a giant curveball. I would love to see a giant curveball. Can we poll in chat to determine whether or not we should go to work today? I've got the straight up, the right answer for that is no, everyone should stay off today. It's Pokemon Day, have a day off. Treat yourself, call in sick, do whatever. I will call in sick for you guys if you need me to. Well, yeah, I could be, I don't know. We'll think, that would be kind of, yeah. Well, I'll leave that there. Leave that there. Ken, I just want a new Johto adventure. That would be very cool. It's baby Terrapagos eyes, isn't it? It's weird, the image, if you look at it, they both got like stars in their eyes as well. I think that was something that someone pointed out, but it definitely looks like they're being attacked and kind of thrown, or, you know, an attack coming onto them in this image. It just feels like it could be telling a bit of a story. Caleb, thank you so much, mate. We finished the Nuzlocke. It was very stressful this morning, but chat got us through, and we managed to do it, which was nice. Doing it today of all days as well. Pokemon Day is always a sick day. It's always such a good day. It's like my favorite day. It's like Christmas, but just a little bit better. Giant Curveball, Paradox version of Electrode. Gimroth, could you imagine? I'd love to see some new Paradox Pokemon announced. It would be really good, because that is a curveball that I am not expecting. Wish Pokemon Day was a federal holiday. It should be, Mr. D Pickle. We should campaign for it to be. Legends Terrapagos. Brandon, can you imagine? Ken, I'm gonna need you to do that for me, Lee. I don't want to go to work. Yeah, send me your boss's number. I'm sorry, Ken can't come in today. He's very ill. They'd have to believe. Be like, who are you? Like, I'm his doctor, physician. I wish rumors of Legends, Togepi, and Wooper are true. Crystal, I would be you know what, right? It's lots of like, okay, are we gonna get a Let's Go Togepi, Let's Go Wooper game? I wouldn't be so sad as long as we got something else alongside it, you know? Because Ilka could be the ones that could easy do a Let's Go game. Like, the template's there, you know, for them to do from the original Let's Go game. Nice looking game, easy to do. That could be a really easy nod to Johto on its 25th anniversary. I just feel like I wouldn't be so sad, but if that was the only thing we got, I'd be a little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. MVX Million, I literally just got Shiny Heatran, Ultra Sun and Moon. Best ball for Heatran. Ooh. Level ball, level ball, fast ball. Chat are better at this than me. Write a note for absence from work. Ball. Beast ball is always a nice ball. I always like, that's my default ball. It's a bit difficult to catch, but Ultra Sun and Moon, you can get beast balls pretty easy. So if you've got some spare, level ball works nice. Kind of color match. Heavy ball as well. Could go that one. Johto Nuzlocke. That's what we need, Brandon. Paradox version of Lugia. I think if we did get something like a Legends Johto game, it'd be nice to see some forms of Ho-Oh and Lugia, like origin forms or primal forms. I don't know what they would call them, you know. They'd be something different, because we got Primal Kyogre, Groudon, we got the origin forms for Dialga, Palkia. It would be something else, I guess, for Lugia and Ho-Oh, but it feels like they need to have a form as well. Maybe we get that today. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC on the map in Paldea. What's blacked out? What's blackout? The northeast corner, is that what you're talking about, Scott? The northeastern corner, it's all blocked up. Because I guess that could still be an area that we still visit, you know? Hope we get some more Hisui outbreaks for Scarlet and Violet. That'd be nice to get them announced today, because I think the outbreak event ends tonight. I'm pretty sure. Dr. Provost sounds ultra professional too. Yes, Doctor. Professor. I got school, so I'm gonna miss the Pokemon Prevents. No, Bob. Is there no way you can, like, get out? Say you've got a dental appointment or something. And just sit in the bathroom. Watch the presents. David, so hype, couldn't sleep. We've only got an hour and 44, so not too long to go. Not Apricot balls, then Luxury Ball. Luxury Balls are always a nice one. Luxury Ball default. Premier Ball is normally my default. The color pattern is so off though for Level Ball. Went for Beast Ball too. Nice, nice. Beast Ball is a good shout. That's like style points as well, having it in the Beast Ball just because of the catch rate. Because the Ruby Sapphire Fire Red Leaf Green sound libraries got dropped on their official sound library on YouTube channel. I know, that's a big like hint, isn't it? It feels like a hint, right? Are we reading too much into it? I mean, they give us a grain of sand and we take an absolute truckload, right? Whenever anything like this happens, and I think naturally we always look into it and say, confirmed. Ruby Sapphire is going to be ported. Fireleaf, Red Green, you know, Leaf Green going to be ported to the Switch because the sound library's there. But it does kind of raise the question why they're dropping those soundtracks now. I know they're doing a lot of soundtracks at the minute, but it just feels a bit odd that they're the ones that they port over. So yeah, there could be something in it. I really hope there is. How long till start? There is a timer on the screen, Bob. We got an hour and 43. It should be counting down. That will be when the presents goes live. Anything will be good. Scarlet and Violet. No, I have not touched on my Switch for months. One, yeah, I know what you mean. It feels like when you finished everything in the Indigo disc, there isn't really much to do or go back to at the moment. So that's why I'm really hopeful that we get an additional DLC for Scarlet and Violet to give us just a little bit more to go back into the games to do, you know. Maybe a future version in Scarlet and Violet and past only available in Legends game. That would be kind of spicy, wouldn't it, Spencer? That would be so good. Rich and Pogo, they have Apex forms for Ho-Oh and Lugia. So that's probably along the lines of what they would do. Something similar with that. I could see that totally, yeah. Apex form sounds so good as well, doesn't it? Surely that's got to be an area to explore at some point. You would think so. It feels like, yeah, blocked out areas, Kalos. It does link to Kalos, doesn't it? It's either a part of Kalos or an area between Paldea and Kalos. Brian and I also complete the Scarlet and Violet Pokedex. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Get that shiny charm. Speaking of Beast Balls, seriously, that Matang is all yours. David, I can't take the shiny Matang off you, mate. Well, you know what? Is there anything that you need? I'm gonna just have a look through what I've got. Beast Balls, nice catches in balls, and I'll have to send you something really good for it. MLS, have you seen the Wand Company's Beast Ball that they are releasing this year? No, I haven't. That would be one that I would 100% probably definitely buy. 100% definitely. I need to check it. That is going to sell out, I think, very quickly. Me and Scott picked the Pokeballs podcast back up this year. Yes, Gameroth, we will be, I think we're going to schedule to do something tomorrow, which is very exciting. So we should be back this week, which is great after such a long time out. Paddy, maybe it can be imported. Maybe it. This Ronin, how are we doing? Happy Pokemon Day, my friend. Very early for this, don't you think? We are, but it's good. We've got the bingo card ready to go. So we're going to do that in a little bit, fill in what we expect to see. You guys can help me with that, or do your own as well if you're doing it. But just to build a hype up for the day, there's lots to look forward to, lots to digest as well. So rather than just sit and twiddle my thumbs, I'd rather be here chatting with you guys, getting all of these hopes, wishes, and everything out the way and talked about. Just got Fire Red, Leaf Green, plus a link cable, so probably port those. That was my thinking exactly, Rose. You know, I just done the Nuzlocke, the hardcore Nuzlocke on Leaf Green, and I feel like just to prepare for that Deoxys hunt in that game, and it will be typical, so typical that today they're going to be like, oh yeah, by the way, now you can get Fire Red Leaf Green on the Switch, and all the events are unlocked in it. And I'm going to be like, thanks, Pokemon. Thanks. I mean, I'll be happy that they port them over, but it's just so typical, yeah. It's why I've put off getting Fire Red, or trying to pick up Fire Red. I've been keeping an eye on carts recently to pick up a copy of it, but it's kind of put me off slightly buying it, just with this coming up, just till we know what we're going to be getting. Flippo, bacon or sausage McGriddle? I'd probably pick probably sausage McGriddle. That's what we'll go for. There's your answer. What about you? Bits of dreaming. Oh boy, just thought my violet version was going to crush when I was in Synchro Machine using my Garchomp. Pressed ZR and a huge Marrow Ball appears. Did you not know about the huge Marrow Ball? The Marrow Ball is very fun and you can kick it a long way. Yeah, I spent a long time. I wasted a lot of time. I spent a long time, wasted a lot of time playing around with that. I don't know if there's any use for it though, but you can boot it a long way. It's quite fun. I spent, yeah, like I say, I wasted a lot of time. Can you send me a thank you? Seriously, only caught that bad boy for you. David, I really appreciate it. I'll have to send you more than a thank you. I really appreciate it, my friend. Also, finally done with uni exams. We'll be around again more, especially during evenings. Nice, my friend, and hope everything went well with those. And Riley, good morning to you. I hope you are well. Happy Pokemon Day. Oh my god, Jolteon clutch. Riley, honestly, that Jolteon just was not giving up. It was like, yeah, we got the Arcanine. I was willing to sacrifice it. It was like, nah, you're not sacrificing me, not this run. We are doing this. And Zyro, how are you? I'm personally a big fan of the Love Ball. I love the Love Ball. It's a really nice one. I hope we need a new Pokeball. We haven't had a new Pokeball since like Sun and Moon. The Beast Ball was the last new one. I guess you could class the Strange Ball and the Legends Balls, but we can't really transfer them into anything, can we? So they're just kind of sitting in their own game. Wish Eternal Floette was available because technically we have valid stats, abilities, moves, dex entry, and a shiny also. Zamasu, this is so true. Like an AZ with Area Zero, the links, the ultimate weapon, they all link up so well, you know? So it just feels like because that data's in the game, that could be something, you know, it would tie up so many loose ends as well with the Floettes appearing, so many of them in Area Zero as well. Being nice. That would be a cool event today. The Eternal Floette. Imagine. 7-star legendary mythical raid Mega Evolution coming back in the remakes. Could you imagine? Pokemon home updates for Scarlet and Violet along with a DLC introduction. Pokemon like Spinda and Maractus in the DLC. That's what I'm thinking. Spinebreaker, if we get all of that, I mean we're all happy. We're all happy if that comes to fruition today. That would be incredible. That'd be so good. 7-star legendary raid I would really like, or a mythical one. I think that would be a big one for us today. Hopefully we see that. Flippo bacon all day. Nice, mate. It's got to be cooked right. That's why I'm a bit like iffy on, like, it has to be cooked. It has to be crispy. You get it like and it's soggy, it's the worst. Marrow raid event. Could you imagine? Everyone would rage. Wondering if you should shiny hunt in Scarlet. I have 30 left for my shiny lift index in that game. So close. So some of them are locked. It does. That's what I've been just going back to Dynamax Adventure raids and Ultra Sun and Moon to get the legendaries. Because there we go. I've mentioned it. I've mentioned it again. Another one. They locked them in Scarlet and Violet for whatever reason. Can you give out that shiny Mew again? We will organize a stream to do that. So you'll have to bear with me while we get things prepared for it, because it's not super straightforward. It takes a little bit of time, but we will be doing it. So it should be in the next week or two. Enjoy the stream. So it's my pleasure. David, that's so kind of you, mate. Team Super Friends, how are we doing? Good morning. Happy Pokemon Day to you. And Riley, that Jolteon wanted revenge for Goblin last run. 100%. Decidui the Unrivaled, good to see you, my friend. Happy Pokemon Day. That 2 HP save as well. Yeah, that was crazy. Such a good run. It was a good, really good way to end it. Bring back megas. I think there was a 4chan thing yesterday, wasn't it, that came out where it was talking about the Johto games, Johto Remakes, or Johto Game, and megas were going to be in it. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if we'll see that. Maybe we do. Henry, good afternoon. How are you doing? Did you do much on Pokemon Go over the weekend? I didn't get much of a chance to do much. I got incredibly lucky and managed to get back-to-back shiny Palkia. Wow, and shiny Delga, my very last 2 remote raids. That's awesome. Did 43 in total. Congrats, Henry. That's nice getting all of those shinies that you did. I unfortunately didn't get any of them. I'm too cheap to buy remote raid passes. I talked about it yesterday. I just feel like it's like a bad cycle I'll get into if I start spending money in Pokemon Go. And yeah, like a lot of people were saying, it's just like there's so many ticket events now. It's like, when do you stop? It would have been nice for those, I guess, but glad to hear you took full advantage of it, mate. Elfalicious, good morning to you, mate. Happy Pokemon Day. Great to see you as always. Does everyone think will be announced today? I think Black and White remakes are definitely on the cards. I will be very surprised if we don't get Black and White remakes announced today. I really will. But other than that, I don't know. It's like, it's all so up in the air, right? With what we could potentially see announced. It's so, I think we could get a Legends game. We could get the Virtual Console games ported. We could get Red, Blue, Yellow. Gold, Silver, Crystal makes more sense because of the anniversary. But we could also see something like Black and White ported, you know? So that's all what we could see, those things. I know the Eternal Flood, true power due to research. I saw the videos, I think, not long after Scarlet and Violet dropped, and someone had hacked in the Floet in, and it works. All the data's there for it, like all the signature move and everything like that. Did you get the Zygarde yet? We haven't got the Zygarde, so we still need to hunt for that one. Maybe they'll explain why they locked the legendaries. Could you imagine if that's the 12 minutes? Them explaining why we locked the legendaries? Because we got this. We got this. Only caught the end of the E4 win because I plundered a local mountain village butcher and bakery. Congrats. Lexi, thank you so much. And I hope you got some nice treats ready for Pokemon Day. Joe, you've inspired me to try and get a shiny Celebi, and Crystal started playing the game yesterday. Very good. Nice, Joe. And I hope you have a lot of luck getting it. We were very, very lucky getting it. We got it way under odds, so I hope you have the same. Even quicker. That would be nice. But keep us up to date with how the shiny hunt is going, and I hope you see the little onion shine today. It would be a nice day for it as well. Scotland, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I caught Sewing Electrode and Voltorb shiny. Nice. Very nice, mate. That event was very fun. It does end tonight, so you still got time if you missed the event or you haven't taken part in it yet to get in your game, and you can get those shiny pretty easy in your game. They need to finally implement a way to change the Pokeball that your Pokemon is in, especially for shiny hunted starter. That'd be so good. I've always thought that, you know, it'd be really nice to be able to just change it out, and there's no reason why you can't. You've just never been able to. It feels like such an easy thing for them to implement. JT Plays, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend. Happy Pokemon Day. Is it the official Pokemon channel? I'll watch your reaction after it is. It will be on the official Pokemon channel. It'll be dropping in a little under an hour and a half, so we've not got long to go. Got the shiny Hisuian Voltorb yesterday. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Still hoping for GB and GB games. That's the one thing I just really hope they do it. Like I said earlier, I think if there's a perfect time for them to drop any of the older games to the Switch, it's now. It feels like we're going to have probably a year until the Switch successor comes out, that new console. Nintendo haven't got any massive titles coming out this year. I think other content creators have talked about it. It feels like Pokemon are going to have to carry Nintendo this year. This is like the biggest kind of news that we're probably going to get game-wise. We're going to get loads of remakes, ports to the Switch this year while we kind of see out its last year potentially. So Pokemon's a big, you know, big hitter for Nintendo, and it feels like these could be the games that carry the Switch through until we see that Switch 2 or whatever it's called. Felicious, I'm hoping for Black and White remakes. I just started a randomized Nuzlocke of Black 2 to get hyped. Very nice, mate. I hope it's going well. Very exciting. Glom, good morning to you. Happy Pokemon Day. So glad I could join the stream at last. Huge congrats on the Nuzlocke win. We finally did it, my friend. We finally did it. It was very hyped. So that was very nice to be able to do it this morning, which was it's a bit of a relief for us. So finally, I think I totaled it up at the end of the stream. I think about 70 hours we plowed into that Nuzlocke. So it's nice to do it on the fourth run. The third run really didn't count because we got bodied off Brock because our encounter was so bad. But run 4 was the one, the magic number. Nose Horse, how are you doing, mate? Happy Pokemon Day. Quickly watched the Elite Four, Leaf Green, congrats. That's this. I've been saying about the presents only been 13 minutes. Yeah, so it got announced, well, it got revealed earlier that it looks like the presents length, which we all kind of thought, I think it was Joe that maybe dropped it. Originally said it was going to be 25 minutes long, but then Joe took that back, retracted that. So where that information came from or where it was from, who knows, but Joe took that down, and I'm pretty sure that's where it came from what I've heard. So it's always been this consensus that it's going to be about 25 minutes because I think other sources probably had similar information, but it came out today 13 minutes is about the length of this presents. But I wouldn't let it worry you too much. I mean, we mentioned it on the Nuzlocke stream where, you know, it was only about 12 minutes, 13 minutes for the Scarlet and Violet reveal. So it's a similar amount, and that was for a brand new gen. So that is a huge announcement, right? So I still think the timing doesn't matter too much for what the presents. Of course, I would like 25 minutes would be better, but I think it'll be fine. It should be fine. I think most likely to appear as Gen 5 remake just because of how it would fit in a release cycle. I actually don't expect a Gen 2 game yet, but Virtual Console seems also kind of reasonable. That makes a lot of sense, Bits of Dream, and I think that is probably the most sensible way to look at it. I just hope we can squeeze a Legends game in there as well alongside it. Goofy Artist, how are you? Happy Pokemon Day. We've been needing a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. That's also very true, right? That's been rumored quite heavily, you know, and like if you look back at some like rumors like the past year, we've seen stuff with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon popping up for the Switch, so that could be something that we do see as well. It doesn't matter if I had a drinking game on this channel where you drank every time you say shiny, it'd be game over in 5 minutes. Really looking forward to the Pokemon Presents. You would be done, mate, so quickly. Pick a different word. Somniac T, good morning to you, my friend. Happy Pokemon Day. They buy so much time to release a new game gen if they give us access to the old games. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it would make so much sense because it just means people have got so much to do, especially with if they're accessible with Pokemon Home as well. You port them into the new games. It makes so much sense for them to do all of that. Olympic Adam, how you doing? And Glom, happy Pokemon Day as well. Build a game shell, free download, buy the games you want as a DLC, and then back catalog, release them in waves over the next while. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that they could so do that, couldn't they? So easy for them to do that. It just feels like it's weird that it's taken for them so long to potentially port anything over to the Switch. But if any time is right for them to do, with bank closing, the online services closing, it feels like this year is this is the announcement. This is when to do it. When does the Deoxys hunt start? We'll probably start that tomorrow because I think that's a good time to start. It'll let me get it all set up, and we'll be able to digest Pokemon Day, Pokemon Presents today, and then we'll probably start that tomorrow. Rose, I think we lost the first 3 so that we could win with the 4th on Pokemon Day. I was thinking about this morning, you know, I can't be too sad because it's like a perfect day to do it on. So everything that happened up to this point today happened for this reason, so it worked out really well in the end. And it was such a good series. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I've had as much fun doing a Nuzlocke as I have done with this Leaf Green one. It's been a lot of fun, so already looking forward to the next one, whatever we end up doing, depending on what we get announced today. I think a remix of Black and White 1, 2 and 3, X and Y, Ultra Sun and Moon, and Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Scott, that would be insane. That would be like the ultimate game, right? Because you've got the super remakes in there as well with Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. I mean, we could get a super remake today. I'd classify the super remakes as Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. So we do kind of need another one of those. Maybe the Black and White one is that super remake that we get. Evelyn, I'm prepared to be disappointed. Well, it's not a bad way to go into it, because then if we do get anything good, then it's just a plus, right? You know, glass half full, glass half empty. Never a bad way of looking at things. Eric, I'm thinking Legends game based on the Hisui event at the time of Pokemon Day. That's not a bad shout, you know. There is that link there. Could put 2 and 2 together. Any speculation on what the new mythical gorilla Pokemon is going to be? I'm leaning towards Poison Fairy or Steel Fairy. Steel Fairy would be an interesting one, wouldn't it? I think a fairy makes a lot of sense. It can't be a dragon, can it? Because it's just not a dragon. I hope it's not a fighting type. It feels so easy and a bit lazy for them to be like, it's a gorilla, it's a fighting type, you know? So yeah, poison would kind of make sense, but then I think you would look to the rune Pokemon a bit more. I think like a dark type would probably be more in line with it, you know? A steel dark could be what we get. Potentially fairy dark could be another one. Because I think if I was to look at the new mythical, I think there's a link there between the Ruin legendary Pokemon that we've got already, which are all dark types. They all share that dark typing. And I think because it will be linked to the king, I think, you know, somehow I feel like it's going to be part dark type. Maybe. I could be so off the mark there, but you never know. And be what if during release Pokemon they release into the wild and are catchable in a new ball until they despawn there to catch, and catch could be different info. That'd be kind of cool, right? So you could kind of take them, release them out into the wild and then recatch them. It's kind of an interesting way of doing it. I like that. It'd be a bit like a Pal Park sort of area where you can go, so they can't roam away completely, but you can just do it in this confined space. That'd be kind of a nice way of doing it. Pessimist is just an optimist with more life experience. Very true, Lexi. Very true. Mainly would want a port of Black and White 1 and 2 on the Switch. I mean, if they're doing a Black and White 3 or anything like that, we have to get Black and White 1 and 2. If it's a new Black and White sequel. I think it was Marcus on our streams that mentioned it a while ago. You always raised the question, right, of if they did a Black and White 3, they'd have to release 1 and 2. So the players that had never experienced Black and White 1 and 2 could make sense of the story in Black and White 3, because you just automatically think it's going to be a lead on from Black and White 2, right? Black and White 3, it'd be your sequel. But what happens if they did Black and White 3 and it was a prequel to Black and White 1? That could be a way to do it. I still think they need to port in Black and White 1 and 2, but then you go back in time into Black and White 3 and you start at the beginnings, the origins of Unova, about the original dragon. And not like a Legends game, but more like a main series title game. There's just something to think about. I would be kind of hyped to see something like that. It would just be a little bit of a curveball. Enough of a curveball that you could see Game Freak maybe doing that. Where it's not what people are expecting. It's set in the past, and it's actually, even though it's Black and White 3, it's a prequel to Black and White 1 and 2. Maybe. No matter what we do, I think we should stick with the chat name nicknames. Makes it feel like we're actually part of the team. I agree with that, Ken. 100%, yeah. John, do you think... Ooh, where are we going? Do you think they'll bring red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, and RSE to the virtual console or sell them separately? I think if they do them, I think they'll sell them separately. My opinion. I think they'll have their standalone way of being able to run on the Switch. I think that's so they take away... We've said it before. Everything on the virtual console has save states. And I think they want to try and remove that before they port them. And maybe that is the reason why we've not seen them ported to the Switch so far. So that would be my best guess. I think they would sell them separately, or maybe in bundles of generations. So you could buy red, blue, and yellow as a bundle, or you could buy them just as separate games as well. Like $5 to $10 each. $5 each would be better, in my opinion. But they're probably going to be 10. They're going to be 10. I wouldn't have thought there'd be any more than that. So yeah. Yeah, Bishop, King Gambit, only dark steel type, so Zarude was dark as well. That's true. I just think because if they're linked, if the new mythical is the gorilla Pokemon that we've seen sketched in Heath's book, and it is linked to the rune Pokemon and the king, I think it has to share that dark type in, unless it doesn't have the dog typing and it is the fairy typing. That would kind of also make sense because it is the ruler of the ruined Pokemon. You would imagine it is the one that kind of has control over them, and what has the best type matchup against dog types is going to be fairy types. So that would make sense. I think Tyranitar a while ago had the theory about it being in Area Zero, it being the Pokemon that attacked Arvin's Mabastiff, and why it was injured so badly. You never find out what that Pokemon was really, and the whole thing about Area Zero is where Herba Mystica are from, right? But you find no Herba Mystica down there, so this thing could be down there just chomping and chewing up all the Herba Mystica and just storing it away somewhere. So there's all that story side of it as well, you know, that I find fascinating. Black and White 0.5, Black and White 0. Ooh, that would be good. That'd be good. That's a nice name for it. Midi, how are you doing Pokemon Legends Kyurem with an original Dragon lore? I mean, I would love to see that. I am not really, like, I would love to see a Johto game, but if we got a Legends Unova game, I'd be so happy with that. I really would. It would be so good. So good. Any Legends game, I'd be super happy with. Really want to eat Legends Unova for Alpha Golok. Could you imagine? That would be insane. Yeah. How big that thing would be. Spencer, I'm fine with them sold separate as long as they aren't a stupid price point per game. VC release price was fine, but wonder if they'll try to capitalize and increase. I hope not. That would be my concern, Spencer. I think like the $5 to $10 mark is kind of like, or in between that is fine. If they go beyond $10 per game, I think they're really taking the pay a bit, aren't they? Maybe I'm expecting them to announce Gen 10 and not make any side games. Maybe I don't know. I think Gen 10 is still a couple of years away, you know. Maybe next Pokemon Day we get. No, I don't even think next Pokemon present. I could be so off the mark, but I just think we're way off Gen 10 yet. That would be the curveball, wouldn't it? Dan, how are we doing, mate? Great to have you here. Happy Pokemon Day, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Want to pop in and say enjoy the presents, brother. I hope you get some good stuff. Mate, you as well. I hope you have a blast watching the presents, and I hope you get all of your wishes, mate. Hopefully we get that Terrorade event that we want, mate. We want that Terrorade event. I know you predicted Superior. I hope we get a legendary, but we'll wait and see. But one of us might be right. We both might be wrong. I have said as well, I think the genies are what I would expect most. A big nod to Unova could be the genies, and it would make sense because we don't have Thundurus, Landorus, and Tornadus catchable in the game, and they could easily port them in a 5-star legend raid and an Amorous in there as well. We just had an Amorous in Pokemon Go, so it makes kind of sense to get those 4 as the events if we do see Unova Black and White remake or whatever they do. Give us Koraidon, Miraidon, the shinies. That would be a hype raid. Let an Amorous be shiny. That would be very, very exciting if we could get shiny and Amorous for the first time. 7-star Dragon Terrorade to celebrate Year of the Dragon. Now that would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Which dragon would it be though? I know we've had the shiny Rayquaza in the anime, you know. That'd be kind of a cool event to have. Guaranteed shiny Rayquaza. People would go crazy for that. It doesn't really line up with anything that we expect to be announced, so that's the only thing. Sean, do you think we'll get another DLC to tide over to the next Pokemon games that comes out? I really hope we do. I'm like really on the fence with it though. You know, I think Q's put a lot of hints out there to suggest there's something else to be added to Scarlet and Violet still. But I'm still a bit like, I don't know. I don't know whether if we get a new mythical announced, if that will just be a mystery gift or a tiny event, or if it will be a fully fleshed, smaller DLC that we get. Which it would be so exciting. I really hope we get the latter though. We do get a DLC. Miraidon and Cryoidon 5-star raid. They have a 1 in 1,000 chance to be shiny Lexi. I would take that all day. That would be a very exciting event. That would be so good. Could they do a level 7 Terrorade of Ho-Oh and Lugia? I don't think they will, to be honest. I mean, they could do. I just can't see them doing it because Lugia and Ho-Oh are catchable in the Indigo Disc DLC. I feel like it has to be maybe something, because if you just do a Johto and Lugia 7-star raid, if there's no meaning to the mightiest mark, then, you know, if we're not getting terraforms, because that's what we all assumed the mightiest marks were going to be, giving special terrestrial forms to these Pokemon, which they could announce today, you know, they could announce, but I don't know if we're going to see Johto Lugia. High five. I'm just hoping we get the retro games in the Game Boy eShop. You and me both, my friend. I hope that is exactly what we see. That would be like it feels like a little bit of news. It would be a huge bit of news, you know. I think it would be so good if we see that. Pedro, good morning. Happy Pokemon Day. Very excited for the Pokemon Presents. Let's hope for the best. Yes, mate. I'm optimistic. I think it's going to be good. Koraidon Shiny will be GameStop promotions this summer. Maybe if they follow suit with how they've done all the other past legendary giveaways. I hope it's not. I kind of hope it's more accessible to everyone. I don't like having to trail. I live like in the middle of nowhere now, so it's a right trek for me to get to any sort of game shop in the UK, especially because games like, well, there's hardly any of them now. They're all shutting down, so I'd prefer an online one, but we'll see. Big Bang Ben, how are you doing, my friend? What's up? How are you? Happy Pokemon Day as well. Was subscribed ages ago. Thank you so much. You're a legend for Pokemon Presents and the new news. Looking forward to so much watching so much more of your content. Thank you so much, mate. I'm really excited for today. It's going to be a lot of fun, and thanks for joining us. I hope you get some big wishes ticked off when we get the news, whatever comes out today. Spencer, DLC for Scarlet and Violet remake and a Legends game will buy so much time that the Switch replacement would be announced for Gen 10. I feel like that would give them the room, right? Scott Legends game and Shiny Koraidon Miraidon mystery gifts announced today. You never know, you know. I'd be really happy with that. I would be happy with that. I just feel like we're getting a Unova game. I feel like it has to happen. It's on the cards. Drampa, because it looks like a Chinese dragon. It definitely does, doesn't it? Yeah, I love Drampa. It's great. Remaster of the GameCube games. Opti-loop. You know, Colosseum, XD Gales of Darkness. I know a lot of people would be so happy if they got ported to the Switch. They would. And then if they port those to the Switch, then I would feel like they maybe port like the Wind Waker as well. We're not going to talk about that too much because it's Pokemon Day. That's Zelda, but that would give me hope for that as well. Hope they do a GameStop event anymore. Hope they don't do GameStop events anymore. They all shut down around me. Yeah, that's like, I think the closest one to me is like an hour and 20 away, which is, oh. Yeah, I mean, I would do it for the Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon. It just feels like it's unnecessary now. They can just give us a code and we can get it. Everyone can get it then. Outside of the core rumors, I'd be happy if they did something like Meltan and Melmetal. Which also Matt, that would be actually a really good one to do. That would be a nice one. Because they're mythicals that haven't had, I mean, you can only get them in Pokemon Go, right? Never been obtainable in any other games. What this chat shows is that it's totally up in the air for what we're getting. Exactly, Eric. Yeah, it is. And I mean, that's it. It's like, I think the only thing I would put my money on would be a black and white remake at this point. I think everything else is just totally up in the air. Solo, how are you doing? Can't wait to find out what Pokemon has in store for us. Congrats on beating Leaf Green. Thank you so much, my friend. It was an exciting way to end it for sure. Jolteon definitely pulled us through in the end there. What would be elephants in the room for this announcement? Pokemon Go new season info. What would be the elephant in the room for this announcement? I think a Johto, like a Johto game. When everyone's expecting a black and white game, at least I am. I think a Johto game would make sense for the anniversary. I just don't expect it. I think what I'm hoping for is virtual console ports. That's as much as I'm really expecting from Johto. If I'm really honest, like we could at a stretch say Legends Johto game. If the rumors are true and they're going to announce 2 games today, that could be what we see. I think Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC 7-star Ultra Beast Pokemon. It would line up with the new Pokemon Go event. The only thing is the Ultra Beast data is, well, is it in the game? You know, we can't port them to the game. So they'd have to update. And I mean, there's nothing stopping them doing additional update, right? To port them in. I'd like a Terra event for the DLC Legendaries. I'd like to add Raging Bolt to my collection. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. So everyone Doesn't matter what version of the game you got, can get these Pokemon. Stop paywalling them. I have like 2 GameStops here. Guess we need another stock shortening. Yeah. The stock to fall. Pedro, I wish they would do something with Zygarde. Poor fella never got the game he's supposed to get. Next gen, I think we'll probably see some Zygarde stuff. Hopefully, if things go as in chronological order, Gen 10 should be X and Y remakes. Should be. Ollie Pinky, how are you doing? Good morning and happy Pokemon Day to you. Can you put your microphone a bit louder? Let me see. Is that better? Is that better? Hopefully it is. How's the sound for everyone else? Should we do this bingo card? Should we do the bingo card? I feel like it's about time. We've got, what do we got? What do we got? About an hour. So, right. I'm going to ask your help with this, friends, because we're going to need to, fill this all in. There's a lot of squares. I feel like it would have been 12 minutes or 13 minutes. I feel like all these squares are unnecessary. I'm going to start off with a very easy one, though. I think the first one is a very easy one for us to have. Ooh, wow, that is big text there. So we're gonna have to Cafe Remix, easy. I think that is a guarantee that we're gonna get today. So that's my input for this first one. Have we got anything for the second ones? The one Robstar, how are we doing? I hope you're well. And if you're doing your own bingo card for today, then definitely do it along with us and let us know what your suggestions are. I think we're probably going to get a black and white remake. I think we're going to get a black and white remake for sure. That feels like it's almost a guarantee, I feel, you know. So we'll pop that in there. Cafe Remix of some description. Black and white remake. Legends Johto. That's a good one. I feel like Legends Johto is definitely on the cards. Legends Johto. Why can't I spell this morning? Or is that just normal for me every day? Maybe it's an everyday thing. Legends Johto. Legends Johto. Okay, we got Legends Johto black and white remake. I feel like we're getting all these big bangers out the way first. New TCG gimmick. That's a really good one. I feel like that's maybe TCG, new TCG gimmick. TCG gimmick. That is a very good one. I think that is probably very likely. We've had the new set, I kind of think, announced in Japan, so that feels like we could get something there. That could be something that we see. Okay, what else have we got? Unite info, 100% Unite. We've had like some new characters, but I'm sure we'll get info. I'm sure we'll get more announcements on the where are we going? I need to center this just to make it nice and neat. Or neater. Cafe Remix is so big. A text. Should we we'll shrink this down a little bit. We don't need Cafe Remix to be so big. That's gonna be my first one. I feel like that's guaranteed for us though. Pogo information, movie information. Yes, new movie. New movie. New movie. That feels like a guaranteed as well. Pokemon Go information. I feel like we could get some Pokemon Go information. Pogo. Info. Pogo information. New movie. It's all very quiet on the new movie front. We know we're going to be getting a new movie. I think in July is the release date in Japan for it, but we don't really know too much about it. So new Mythical, I think, as well. New Mythical. New Mythical. Announced today. That would be good. We get the new Mythical announced. Okay. So we got the new Mythical. Pogo information. What else we got? Mystery gift. Okay. Mystery gift. Scarlet and Violet mystery gift. SV mystery gift. I think that makes a lot of sense. Be nice. I wonder what we'll get. Hopefully it's something good. I feel like we're gonna definitely get a mystery gift today, aren't we? Right, what else we got? Nintendo Virtual Console. Classic Pokemon Virtual Console games. Which ones? Virtual Console games. Okay, we got them. What else we got? 7-star raid. New 7-star raid. I think new 7-star raid. That's a very good one. Do you think it's worth putting down a new 5-star raid? Because we might not get a 7-star raid. We might get a legendary 5-star raid. I'm going to just chuck this in there. Legend. Mythical. 5-star raid. Because I think we might get that. I have a feeling if they do the genies, I think that's how we'll get them. Like the Palkia Dialga one. I think that's how we'll get these. Very, very small writing. New Pokemon app. Okay. New Pokemon app. New app. I feel like with that, we could probably say Pokemon Sleep as well. Pokemon Sleep could be something that we get news on. There is that new battle AI that they're working on, so that could pop up, I guess. Pokemon Sleep is a guaranteed almost. I feel like that's a free one for us. What else? Right, let's have a look. What else is everyone's suggestion? Right. World's artwork. Ooh, that's a very good one. That is very good, yeah. And World's date. Artwork. They love to promote Worlds for these presents. So that's a very good one. I guess the right, I'm sorry, I've got not that. I need to not this one. This one. Need to center that. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. World's date. Yeah, I think the date for the World Championships. Dates. World Championships. We're definitely gonna. I feel like we're gonna get those today. That makes sense that we'd get those. Because we haven't got the dates. We know it's in August. Well, we know roughly it'll be in August, but we haven't got the dates yet. Where we know where it is. Blaines, we've been blessed. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Mainline titles with suggestive Spanish names, maybe. Mate, I saw the post yesterday, and the obscure images are hidden in plain sight. Wasn't the what was the first line of text as well? I probably can't repeat it on here because I'll probably get slammed. But I hope you're doing good, mate. Great to see you as always. Thanks for blessing us with your grace today. It's good to see you, mate. I hope you've been keeping well and the family's doing good and everything. Definitely mark out Mystery Dungeon. Mystery Dungeon, that's a good one. I think that could be on the cards. I can spell. So there we go. Mystery Dungeon. Mystery Dungeon. New Mystery Dungeon game. That could be a good one we get. Potentially. Right, what else we got? You have to help me now, chat. We've not got many slots to fill. I feel like we covered most things. Black and White 3. Movie series streaming app. I guess that kind of covers in the new app there. What we've got. Mass Outbreak. New Mass Outbreak. Do you reckon they'll do another one? I mean, we'll throw it in. Mass Outbreak. Just gonna put these on 3 lines because it's easier to fit in. New mass outbreak. You never know. They might do another one. I feel it's maybe not a guarantee because we've got one running right now. New Pikachu form. New Legends game. Have we not got a new Legends game? I mean, we could have Legends Unova. We've got Legends Johto, Legends Unova. Right. I think that could be something we see definitely today if we get a Legends game. I think it's a real toss-up between Johto and Unova, to be honest. DLC 3 has been suggested out there. Some leads. DLC 3. Have we got the DLC? Another DLC? Scarlet and Violet DLC? Have we got that here? We haven't got that on yet. That's a given. We need that. Scarlet and Violet DLC 3. I would like to see that. That would be. I think that would be a nice little bonus for us today. Potentially with the. They could link it all up with the new mythical and stuff like that. So that would kind of work in well. New Pika clone. Pika clone. Gorichu added to the decks after all these years. From all the way back. That's the nod to Johto that we need. Unite skins. Jumbo Spearow plush. We want a blank space in the middle. Do we want a blank space in the middle? I mean, we could do. Is that the way we do it? I've not really played too much bingo before, so I'm not really too au fait with how bingo works. But if we leave the space in the middle blank, that makes it slightly easier for us. Celebi integration. Do you reckon? New Pokemon Home update? I mean, we could. Pokemon. I mean, one of the 4chan things was saying about Pokemon Sleep being linked up with Pokemon Home. So I guess Pokemon Home update. We'll throw it in there. I don't know if we'll see anything like that today, but it's one for the card. We can always hope we get more Pokemon. And I guess if they do somehow say, okay, well, these Pokemon weren't in the games, now they are, I guess. Crushing disappointment for the bottom right. New evolution. We can't put that down. I refuse to put that down. That is never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Pokemon Colosseum 3. I guess we could put GameCube ports. Right? We could put GameCube ports down there. And that covers Colosseum, Kills of Darkness. I feel like that's maybe a bit of a stretch, but it's not about winning the bingo card. It's all about the good ideas. Eric coming in with the Pika clone. Do you reckon new Pika clone? I don't think we're going to get a Pika clone. We could get new regional forms, I guess, if we get the games. New regional forms. Right, we got one more. We got to make a real good go at this last one. What we're going to have. Spencer's give us a good one with disappointment. I feel like this isn't too bad. This is not too bad. This is all right. Virtual console games, we've got those. Pokemon VC games. Old school type game. That would be kind of cool. Like a pixel art style. New gimmick for remakes. Surprise. Creepy Pikachu. Dream Radar for Switch. Could you imagine? There we go. Shiny, Koraidon, and Miraidon. It's been talked about for so long. I spelled these right. Have I spelled them right? Probably not. But you know what makes me feel that this could be more true is the fact that they pulled Blaine's video down. What was it? January time? That makes me feel like it could be yeah, I feel like they're gonna happen. It would make sense that we get those maybe today. Music collab. Yeah. Like, why would they pull your video down? That's what I mean. Like, when I saw that, I was like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for them to pull that down if they're not leading up to doing those soon, right? I think everything just lines up. And if they're scratching around for stuff to be able to kind of hype Pokemon Day up with, I mean, that's an easy one for them to do where they're not really spending a lot of time doing it. Chat, you've made this. I thought this was going to be at least a good 20 minutes. We've like blitzed this out and literally about 10 minutes, if that, you've smashed it. We can always change things, but I think this looks all right. I mean, if we got half the stuff announced here, I'd be super happy. Be very happy. Middle one should be disappointment. Yeah, we'll all be ticking that box. Enough time to watch a speed run of Unova games. Exactly. Just saying, imagine if there's an update where you can go to where the Paradox Pokemon are from, and there is a whole basically new game of Paradox. Well, like with the time machine, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if the time machine was going to play a part in it, they would have probably integrated it by now. I don't know. It's like, not to say it won't happen. It could happen, of course. Anything can happen, but I don't know. It depends where they want to go. You know, if they've drawn a line under Scarlet and Violet, I think with Q's hints suggest that we're going to get something else in Scarlet and Violet. But how big it's going to be, I don't know. If it's just a new mythical ported in, or if it's going to be a whole new DLC 3. I mean, a DLC 3 would like give them enough time to like work on other games, you know? So we could see it. Change Legends Johto to just Legends in general, in case it's a different location. Well, we have got Legends Unova down there as well. The big crystal tree in Area 0 was a focal point. And the trailers was absolutely nothing there. Yeah, it's weird. The trailer for it, zooming in on the tree, making it out to be like this really important, pivotal thing in the Indigo disc, and it literally had no meaning at all. I mean, it couldn't even, there was no items or anything around it. Like, you're thinking, okay, it's gonna have something like Herba or something related to it. Maybe they're foreshadowing for DLC 3. Maybe it plays a huge part in it. Lanes buy later ticket to Japan and collab. Yeah, do that. I'll be there. It's sad when I was over for Worlds, I never actually got, I don't know if you were at the World Championships, but it would have been, but yeah, hit me up with that plane ticket, mate. They're, I heard they're cheap all the time from the UK. That'd be good. Imagine some new Pokemon MMO game. I mean, I don't know, we got Unite, haven't we? So I don't know if we'll get anything else really. So we got the virtual console games. Mystery Gift feels like that. New mythical, new movie. They feel like stuff we're gonna get. Cafe Remix, Token, Unite info. There'll probably be a couple of new characters maybe announced alongside Miraidon. It's available now. Yeah, I feel like this is a solid bingo chart. You've all done really good. Fire Leaks, got the Fire Leaks going. I mean, how sick would it be? Battle Factory be? Battle Factory, I feel like that sort of thing is the only thing that we got missing from, well, we got a lot missing from Scarlet and Violet, but I mean, Battle Factory would be nice, right? Something like that. It would be a real good touch. But I feel like that would have been introduced with the Indigo disc because it's such a kind of centered place around battling, right? It would have made more sense to do it there than anything else. But I guess they could build on that, right? They could build on what they've already got there. Might only think of a new concierge. Ah, the concierge. We haven't got the concierge because they've already announced that we're going to get concierge, haven't they? Do we put it in, or is that just a bit of a freebie? Do we have a center square? Well, Luke said that the center square is normally empty, so that's the one that we'll keep free. I don't know. If you went to Worlds, you get arrested. The Pokemon ninjas were waiting with flyers with your face on it, waiting for you to walk in. If you see this man, a big black van parked at the back, ready to throw you in it, take you away to Game Freak HQ. I hope Gen 10 focuses on double battles more like the DLC did. It'd be nice to see them do that. It's the first time they've kind of like actually focused on like VG, which is good. I think for the competitive scene, help people get into competitive and stuff like that. They really are making a big push for it at the minute. So Cafe Remix is technically guaranteed, as they announced Goldingo is going to join. That's true. I guarantee we'll get a spot though through the presents with the Cafe Remix. It's going to take up at least a minute of that 12. Guarantee it. Mr. Falio, I was disappointed on not being able to battle on the field in Blueberry Academy like The battle tower. Do you mean like the online battles being held in the Indigo disc? It'd be kind of nice if they'd actually implemented that. Blueberry edition, spend 1 million BP for a battle tower. Yeah, grind for 48 hours solid just to get yourself the battle tower. Riley, an hour from now we'll know everything. I've been wondering for a month. We will, mate. Exactly, we'll know everything, which is crazy to think. Star Child, Luke, yeah, Sarah reposted it. Yeah, I like double battles in BB a lot more than I expected. I enjoyed the double battles. I think they could have done a bit more with it though. I think they could have put in a battle factory or a battle facility at least. It just felt like it wasn't complete. I don't know. And yeah, you can battle the trainers from Paldea and stuff like that, but kind of already done that, and the changes to their teams weren't crazy. The gifts weren't really that great as well for defeating them to make you have to want to do it, you know. I mean, the shiny, was it the Zeb Striker? No, there's the pre-evolution of the Zeb Striker that we got. I mean, that was all right, but Ultra Beasts, well, they're coming back to Pokemon Go, aren't they? So I just can't see them coming to Scarlet and Violet. Maybe to whatever remake they do. You know, if we see a new game today. They might not give us a Cafe Remakes since they already released an announcement. That's the thing that I keep thinking about, you know, when everyone's saying like it's a shorter presents than what we expected. They announced loads of stuff already this week. Like every day from the announcement of the Pokemon Presents, they've been pretty much dropping news, which might indicate, okay, well, we don't need to talk about it too much in the presents, so it frees up time for other stuff. But like we said at the start of the stream, you know, like Scarlet and Violet's Pokemon Presents, when that got announced, it was only about 12-13 minutes, so they don't need a great deal of time, and they're not going to show loads of information, but it just makes you think, have they got enough time for 2 games, you know? Unless they do a bit more of a fully fleshed out trailer for one and then tease another one right at the end and just leave it like that, like they normally like to do. They normally like to just cut off at the end and don't even come back to talk about it or anything like that. 50 more minutes, not very long. Mindgoid and Mr. Folio, I used to do practice VGC. It would have been great with all of the AI and the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Have you seen the new AI technology that they've got? They're working on an app with AI for competitive battles. It's like I don't know, it reads the battle states and can tell percentages of players and stuff like that, all the information that's going on about what's being revealed at that time. It looks they did like a little showcase of it over the weekend, a couple of Japanese players. It looks really promising. So if they integrate that in any way in the future, I can't remember what the name of it was, but it's all been trademarked. It looks very fun, very fun. Eric, thinking just one and maybe tease another. Yeah, I think that's probably what we could say. Lumpy, we haven't got Let's Go, have we? Let's put Let's Go on out center square. Right, I think because there has been a lot of chatter about Let's Go, right? I think it's something that I could maybe see them doing. I guess we'd have to say Let's Go Johto. It would feel like the only logical thing. That's a center square. How would everyone feel if we got a Let's Go to get a Johto game? Like, would you be happy with it? If we got a black and white remake and it looked clean, it looked nice, and then they were like, oh, we've got Let's Go Johto. Let's go. You can go in the trash bin. That's the answer we need. We should combine Legends Unova and Legends Johto into just Legends. I mean, they could do that, right? They could combine the two. I don't know how they would work out traveling between them or what they would link. But I mean, we've talked about on streams recently, you know, the Burnt Tower and Johto. Could that have been caused by the original dragon? Like some conflict between Lugia, Ho-Oh, and then the original dragon eventually gets beat with the help of Celebi, and that's when it goes over to Unova. So there could be tie-ins there with that. I guess they could work it in somehow. If they make a game focusing on doubles, they should have pro VGC players make the toughest NPCs. That would be kind of cool. Get Wolf Glick on the case. But especially if they got Kanto too. I mean, that would be nice. I would like any 2 for 1, Ken. That's what we keep saying. 2 for 1. Hoping for 3 things. Right, Squirtle 007, Black and White remake, GBA games on the Nintendo Switch Online, or another Legends game. Yeah, I think that's probably what everyone's kind of really hoping for. Black and White remake, which feels like it's going to be an Ilka project, a Legends game, going to be Game Freak, and then them just to finally port the old games to the Switch. I don't think they'll be on the Nintendo Switch Online. I really can't see them doing that. I think they will have them as independent games where you can buy them separately. It'd be kind of cool if they do it where you can buy the physical cards as well. It would be really cool. I would like that. I'd like to have a physical card that I could actually throw on my Switch. That'd be nice, but I don't know if they'll do it. Diana, how are you doing? Great to see you. A happy Pokemon Day, and I hope you're excited. We've only got 44 minutes left. Not long. Rusted bottle cap. Well, the weird thing is, Andrew, that Q leaked this ages ago, saying that that was something that we could see, you know, in the DLCs, but it was like it was scrubbed. So maybe that's still there, and they're just going to introduce it in DLC 3, maybe. Star Child Luke, Wolf is in Black and White too. Yeah, Ray, Wolf, and Aaron, I think, are in it, and Tola Webb's in it as well. Tola, who just won the US regional recently. So yeah, who else is in it? There's a few others in it, and that was from 2012 World Championships. Yes, I think 2012 Worlds. So yeah, it's cool. It's a cool update to have. I mean, to be in a game, it's very cool. I wish they kind of continued doing that. It's very cool. Aqua Astride, I love it. Just don't want Ilka to make any more Pokemon games. I want remakes to be in the style of stuff like Octopath Traveler, or something like that. Well, I can't really go into it, but I did hear something a while ago from someone who works for Pokemon reference Octopath as an art style that possibly would be good for Black and White. Just saying. They weren't saying they didn't work on the games directly or anything like that, but that was something that was mentioned, and I think that's quite interesting, isn't it? And this was November time, so you never know. It could be that style. It would be good. I think Ilka are more than capable of doing it. And you got to think, like, how much were Ilka's hands tied with Brilliant Diamond Gem Pearl. I think Ilka get a way more stick than they probably deserve for those games, because you got to think, like, as much as they were developing in those games, they would have had their hands tied. They would have only been able to do so much. Game Freak would have oversaw everything, you know. So, but I mean, we were talking about it recently, like BDSP launched without a loading screen. Like, it didn't have a title screen. You could only get the title screen, like the loading title screen, from an update. It's absolutely mind-blowing when you think about those games. Like, they were so rushed out. Crazy. It's a dream, and Ilka is a good company, but they were just held back. Plains, I love Ilka. I mean, isn't it One Piece Odyssey that they did recently? That's a super clean looking game. I mean, they're capable. I think, yeah, I think Game Freak were just like, yeah, just let them take all the flack for this. But those games were a mess when they first dropped. I mean, I enjoyed BDSP, but yeah, there was, actually really liked the Ilka style. Hated it at first. I don't mind the chibi style. I mean, we've said it loads of times. I think if everyone at the time was expecting these gorgeous 3D looking games, and then for that to be what they look like. So yeah, Ilka is also behind Pokemon Home. Is that are they actually? No, are they involved in it? No more Ilka games, please. I feel like it's going to be Ilka, isn't it? It is going to be Ilka. I hate the chibi art in general. I don't mind it too much, but I mean, I grew up with like the original Pokemon games, and some of those looked. Ilka is behind Pokemon Home. I never even knew that. They got the pie. They got the fingers in all the pies. All the pies. People only hate Ilka because of their extremely high expectations. In a vacuum, those games were fine. Yeah, I agree. You know, I think they did have their issues, but they weren't terrible. I think they'll probably be out to like prove a point as well if they do black and white. You know, hopefully they'll do a better job with those, but we'll have to wait and see. What do you make of Ku's latest riddles? What's he put up? He put stuff up earlier, didn't he, about the see if I can pull it up and have a look. Riddler Ku, what have you been up to? Oh, there we go. There's the latest one. Let's have a look. Let's pop this up. We'll just get rid of the bingo card for a minute. And can we get that up? So this is Ku's latest blurb. The Glaring Corsola, the Palafin, and then this was from earlier. He put up, you know, the Unova Pokemon. So I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I don't know. He does go on to say, well, this one is not that hard for the hardcore veteran fans, but still no correct answers spotted. So I have no idea what Ku is referring to there, really. Special evolutions with the Palafin, Corsola. I don't know. Palafin's going to be introduced to Go, isn't it? I think that's been data mined. Yeah, but that's the latest thing. That was like 2 hours ago. So I'm not too sure what Ku's aiming at there. But yeah, if anyone's got any theories on it, let me know. We can chat about it. If the chibi art looked like HD versions of the OG sprites, it wouldn't have been so bad, but they went out of their way to make it look like plastic figurines. I mean, it was kind of weird from the chibi sprites. I can't remember who it was in yesterday's stream talked about the going from the chibi sprites to the battles that looked pretty, they were so different between the two, you know, when you went into a battle. So yeah, there was no, like, nothing was concise throughout. So maybe they do a better job this time. Corsola and Palafin raids, maybe, I don't know. That really doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Ku's even put anything else up. Let's have a look. Do you think people will be happy or disappointed with after Pokemon Day? Yeah. Nah, there's not really anything that Ku's updated with. That's about it, chat. There's nothing more for Ku, but yeah. I think it's likely a Unova game of some sort. When is the Pokemon Day stream starting? Josh, it will be like a little over half an hour's time. So not very long. Not very long now. And then we'll know very soon. Ale. Another hero like them because the other Pokemon are bad, guys. So the fifth Runus Pokemon. Fifth Runus Pokemon. Huh. Let's see. That could be kind of other Pokemon are like them. Just... Ah, okay. So yeah, it could link to the Ruinous Pokemon. That's kind of interesting. That's an interesting take on it. A link to the Stoutland. I guess it's ground. The Landorus. I mean, how do they link to the Ruinous Pokemon though? That's the thing. You could kind of link this like the Scrafty, the Crocodile are easy to link, right? But there's 4 of them, so I guess that could be somehow linked. Yeah, I guess there's some ways that you could potentially link those. Don't know. Maybe it refers to Pokemon Heroic White and Intimidating Black. Intimidating Black, yeah, because they're all Intimidators. Palafin is a superhero. Yeah, potentially. I like these theories though. Literally a countdown on stream. There is, yeah. I made sure because we normally get lots of questions when it's done, so just to make it a bit more obvious, but still, there we go. Evolve Paradox Mons. Possibly that big Bilbo Baggins is playable in Pokemon. You never know, Seraphon. Never know. Stranger things have happened. The Bad Boy Band are provoking a transformation to another Pokemon that will receive a new form. Or maybe. What if we got some form of Paradox Pokemon with the genies? Do you think they would do that? I don't know if it's linked to Landorus in particular. Like you've got fighting normal. If you take it like okay, so you've got ground throughout, except the Scrafty's the only one like left out there. With the Stoutland, the Crocodile, the Landorus, the Scrafty's the odd one out there really, which is the fighting dark type. You got 2 dark types, one flying and then a normal type. I don't know. It's weird. I haven't got the brain power to start thinking about it this morning. I'm too hyped for knowing that we're going to get it in like half an hour as well. What if we got some form of Paradox Pokemon with the genies? I think that would be kind of exciting if we got something like that. Those names are for black and white. Might be troubling for them to release. White light and dark black. What was the was it not glistening black? What was it in Sword and Shield? I think when you go to the Isle of Armor. It's the Isle of Armor and you get the upgrade to your bike. And the bike colors are called something black and something white. I think that's like bright white and dark black. I think there could be a hint at what the names could be. I'm sure it was glistening black and something else. What is your number one want for the Pokemon Presents? Justin, I think my number one want, honestly, is a Legends game. That's what I would really like. I'd like a Legends Johto game. That would be my biggest hope for today. I just really enjoyed the Legends Arceus, so I'd love to see another run out of that, another variation, continuation, or whatever. I think just kind of delving into the lore of these old regions. It's exciting. It means we get kind of new regional forms as well for a lot of older Pokemon that maybe kind of need it. So that would be my biggest hope for today. I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. I don't know if we'll get it. I'd say it's probably more likely Legends Unova and a black and white remake, if they are doing 2 new games. But let's see, let's hope. We already got half an hour, which is crazy, right? Half an hour and then we're going to know exactly what we're going to be getting. What if they do what if it has to do with the color of the Pokemon? So white, blue. There's so many colors on those 4 though. I mean, orange. There's a Stoutland could be kind of classed as orangey brown. Crocodile, I guess shiny is orangey brown. So that's, yeah, I guess the orange. I'm stretching here for linking colors with those Q tweets. What about you though, Justin? What's your number one hope for today? Bug, maybe not, because we got the Therian forms. I forgot about them. Yeah, we got the Therian forms when they came in with the glass. So a bit more than 30 minutes left. Best time to reorganize Scarlet and Violet boxes in Pokemon Home. Get them ready for whatever we are going to get today. LN, I'd really like to see some of the older games made available to download, but if they ever do, I can see them making them exclusive for the Switch too. Possibly that's why they're waiting on them. But I think like there's no better time than today to do it. You know, I've said it so much, with bank closing, with all the online services closing for the 3DS and the Wii U. I think it's now there's a reason for them to port them to the Switch, make them available, like sellable. Just put them on the eShop, and just stagger releases of like each gen. Just feels weird if they do like Gen 2 today, which feels like they could do because it's a nod to the 25th anniversary for Johto, and them not to release like red, blue and yellow before it, but they could so do it like that. There's no reason why not, you know. What if it's not black and white, but instead we get a curveball Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon remakes for the Switch? I don't know. I can't ever see them doing that. It's too soon for Sun and Moon. It really is. Way too soon. I mean, we could see them ported. Like, there's no reason if they do a black and white 3, because that's something else that's been rumored, right? There's no reason why they can't do the ports of black and white 1 and 2 along with it, you know? Did you see Wolfie's joke tweet about the names with PM7? No, I didn't. I need to have a look. I'll check it out, Eric. I haven't seen it though. Rumors are direct. Is only 12 minutes, not sounding the best though. Yeah, so I think 12 to 13 minutes is what we're gonna get. Probably not the 25 that we thought we were maybe gonna get, but I think it'll be fine. Could be silver and gold. It could be a Johto game as well. If we don't get a 7-star raid, maybe we get some really good 5-star raids. But guys, like I've said, I think we'll probably, if it's a 5-star raid, I'd put my money on the Thunderous, Landorus, Tornadus, and then Anamarus is a big nod to Unova, and they'll be 5 stars, I think. But yeah, hopefully we get a 7-star raid. Great new Legends game or Pokemon on the virtual console. That would be very good. Staccato, how you doing, mate? Happy Pokemon Day to you. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Great to see you as always. Hope you're right, Ellen. Hopefully, mate. Koa, it's probably going to be something to do with Gold Silver. The music on the announcement was directly stated as music from Gold and Silver. That is very true. That is true. I've heard though since sometimes YouTube, if you don't populate that box, can just pick based on the relevant content that you've posted. So maybe it might be just a bit of a red herring, but it could be someone's typed in Gold and Silver as a big hint to what could come today, which would make a lot of sense. Vortex, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Corsola equals soul, Palafin equals heart. So what are we saying? White heart, black soul. Some nice names there. Stefalia, do you think they will remake Gen 6 and 7? I think they will, but I'll not be. I think it'll be way further. So I think we'll get Gen 6 with Gen 10, which would make sense because that seems to be like the cycle with how they do it, right? And then Gen 11, if we ever get to that, will be Gen 7 remakes. I think so. That's kind of what it feels like, how they do it and how they've done it for the whole time. 30-minute countdown. We're here under 30 minutes now. Not long. Fabio, would love to see the old games come into the Switch. That's really, I think, as well as a Legends game, that's what I really hope for today. I think it's weird that we talked about it earlier as well, you know, the soundtracks for Ruby Sapphire and then Fire Red Leaf Green that they've uploaded to their soundtrack library now. It feels a bit weird. It's a dream, and hopefully we get any new games. I'm pretty confident we'll get a new game today, maybe 2. Jeez, I'm waiting for the Sun and Moon remake so I can make my comeback in VGC with Explosion Silvally again. How long we got, mate? How long we got till Sun and Moon remakes? Gen 8, so we got probably 9, another 10 years, another decade. I'll be waiting, mate. Jay's face for the comeback for VG. Great British video gamer, how are you doing, mate? I hope they make Gen 7 better. The remakes, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, mate. I really enjoy Gen 6 though, so I'm looking forward to the next one because that's potentially when we could see Megas come back. Imagine they release Stadium 3 with a pure battle simulator. That would be amazing. Where you can move Pokemon into that would be, I'd be so hyped with that. Like a battle simulator would be so good. We're desperate for Pokemon Stadium 3. I'm like for the competitive scene, and I think you could just play on that then, couldn't you? Just like you say, port over. You could have like a whole Pokemon Showdown facility in there where you can just create Pokemon, create teams very easily and create rental teams and stuff. It would be really good for competitive scene. Like the barrier to entry would be completely gone then. I'm hoping for a new mythical. Comes to Scarlet and Violet that has a little gameplay like Petrurant instead of just a mystery gift. That would be nice. I think if they do something like that, it would be really good. Make this spot 2034, Jays. The comeback year. All these bingo cards are realistics. Pretty cool. I feel like they could be. Like we could see, like, I don't think we've went too far-fetched with anything on here. I feel like we could see most things. There's probably a few things on there where it's like might be a bit of a stretch, but I don't think it's too far-fetched. Yeah. Nesta, so I have a question. Thought Game Freak said that they would not be making any more Pokemon games. Is everyone hoping for a remake? What Pokemon wouldn't be making any more Pokemon games? I don't think Game Freak ever come out and said they're not going to make any more Pokemon games. I think they're definitely going to be working on a new one at the moment, which would be Gen 10, which would probably come out. I think everyone thinks it'll be out 2026 for the 30th anniversary, which would make sense. Might be out next year though, you never know. Late next year, which would then run into the 30th. Maybe a Victini raid. I mean, Victini's... The problem is, like, Victini's data is not on the game, so it would have to be I just don't see that happening. I would love a Victini event. It would be amazing, but I don't think it's going to be Victini. I think that's why it's more likely to be like something like Hooper. Maybe something that's in the new movie as well, you know? Like if we got another mythical in the movie alongside the new mythical, then we could see that be a raid event. Kind of a nod to that maybe. What about as a rude raid? Potentially. Black and White, if we follow the previous pattern, should get a remake in Gen 10. The only outlier from the old pattern is Gen 1 that got a remake in Gen 3. Gen 2 got a remake in Gen 4. I was pretty sure that, like, didn't know, because we got Diamond and Pearl last gen. So shouldn't it line up with Black and White this gen? And then the next gen, Gen 10, should be X and Y. Shouldn't that be how it goes? Getting free, yeah, we just don't want any more money, so we're not going to make any more Pokemon games. Putting a stop to it. Volcanion is a good shout, Lumpy, for sure. I wonder if Gen 10 will be a year one game for the Switch 2. Maybe, yeah, potentially. Although the Switch, if it's everything's to be believed, it's going to be released around March 2025, so around this time next year. So I imagine a new Pokemon game, Gen 10 at the earliest, would be like November 2025. I'd imagine it's going to be the year after though. Mr. Falia, I'm terrible at VGC. There's one strat I know where you use Greninja and Annihilate. Basically use Water Shuriken on Annihilate. Use Rage Fist. Does a lot of damage. It does do a lot of damage. Mousehold's the other common partner with Annihilate. Probably a little bit better as well than Greninja for that one. But still solid. Solid enough choice. Pokemon Colosseum Remake is a dream announcement. Pokemon Colosseum Battle Revolution. I would love Battle Revolution. That would be my one I would choose. If we had a battle sim that we could have back, a Battle Revolution would be one of my favorites. The music just hits so different in Battle Revolution. It's so good. There's Pokemon Colosseum and Gales of Darkness, no Colosseum 3. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially see something like that. I don't know. It feels like a little bit too far stretched for them. I feel like those experimental games kind of led on to what we see now. So I don't know if it would just be another Legends game. Maybe. Be cool to see though. Continuation of those stories. Presents happening in 23 minutes fun time. Pedro BDSP is still a Gen 8, like Legends don't like BDSP, but it's still Gen 8. But with Scarlet and Violet, they've broken the pattern already, so maybe Black and White is really coming. You wait and see. I think Black and White is pretty much pegged on at this point in time. I think almost guaranteed. I feel like there's so much like what they're doing with there's stuff in New York at the minute. You know, we've got that big thing in New York today, celebrate Pokemon Day. It's a big kind of nod to Unova, everything Q's been hinting at, all the other kind of rumors as well. I would love to see a Florida region. I would use only alligator, crocodile, Pokemon. You know, if you see Unova come back, you could see an extension, maybe Florida added in there. Pokeballs, I want to switch Pokeball. That would be kind of cool. Probably get something decent in Scarlet and Violet. That's I hope we get a DLC. I'd love to see a Safari Zone style mechanic. Lumpy, that'd be nice. Naj, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. I hope you're having a great day. Legends will be good, as well as Black or White. Johto Remakes just done. Give me, let's go. I think that's the thing, right? We're hoping no let's go. Hoping for some sort of remake. More likely Black or White. I would love another Johto remake. I really would. I think that would be so good. I just can't see it because I feel like they've done the Johto remake. They could, you know, just do a faithful remake of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That's a win for everyone, right? Relaunch the Poker Walker with it for the Switch, so it's compatible. Make some real coin there, and then do a Black and White game next year. Full Black and White game next year. Never told you. It said the music was from Gold and Silver earlier in the announcement. They were also playing music from the original GS Game Boy games, so I'm really hoping we have those related. Yeah, I think that the music that they played, wasn't it from when you beat the game? And that's where the music was from in the trailer, which is a big kind of hint to be like, okay, this is maybe what we're going to see. Same Johto game with the hard level curves. Love a Johto remake. That's my dream, lol. Remake Soul Silver. I would love to see that. Is the Poke Walker not just a Pokemon Go with extra steps? Yeah, but you could get like event, like you could get special egg moves, couldn't you, from the Pokemon that you put in there by doing certain things. I think like Munchlax's got self-destruct. Metagross got an egg move that you couldn't get in the game normally. So there was like these reasons to use the Pokewalker. But yeah, it's kind of like the Pokeball plus or the Pokego plus whatever they call it. Dixon, how are you doing, mate? I am very good, mate, and very excited as well. Cannot wait. Only 20 minutes, chat. 20 minutes till the presents goes live, so not too long. This is our bingo card with all of our best guesses. I guess we put it together as a collective here on the channel, so I can't take any credit for it really, but I think it's looking good. 200 likes. What is our goal? What are we sitting at? 134. Okay, chat, if you are enjoying the stream, just swing down there. We'll make a like target of 200 for today. That would be really good. But thank you to everyone who has liked the stream so far. And yeah, if you drop a like, it means we get whatever game you want. That's the big thing. So you get all your desires with a like. Makes it more likely that you're going to get whatever you wish for. I think a remix of Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Ranger game would be nice to see on the Switch. There's a side one. Pokemon Coliseum and Gales of Darkness for the Switch, please. So many people are after that. I think so many people would really be happy if you saw those ported to the Switch, or even like a remake or a sequel to those. Be kind of nice. 1 like equals 1 wish fulfilled. Exactly, Spencer. Kiel, how are you doing, mate? Happy Tuesday to you, and happy Pokemon Day as well. Office doors closed. I'm in a meeting for the next hour. Excellent. Enjoying the stream. Riley, it's great to have you here, mate. Legends Celebi. I can't say what. Like, I just really hope we get a Legends game. That's what I really want. A Legends game. If it's Legends Johto, Legends Celebi, I'll be so hyped for that. I think that could be so exciting with the lore of the Burnt Tower, the dogs, to get the lore behind what they were before the tower burnt down, before Ho-Oh resurrected them. Get that backstory. That'd be really good. But Legends Unova as well feels more like it could happen in the original Dragon, and then, links to maybe some of the other characters that we've seen or their ancestors and stuff like that. Is so much. I wonder how they will do a Ranger remake with no touchscreens. That would be true. They are Genie now. Genie, yeah, it's granting wish. The Wishmaker Jirachi. He came up with a bingo card, by the way. I made this bingo card, but it's not like, no, everyone does a bingo card for all the presents normally, so it's not my idea. Not my idea. Just thought we'd get involved with the bingo cards today. Want a Pokewalker for the Switch with Kung-Fu able to walk with it. A Pokewalker for the Switch, I think, would be a cool idea. If they did a remake of Heart Gold Soul Silver, it'd be kind of cool to see something like that. Bad connection, can't see the board. Is a new anime movie on there. Yes, new movie. Not new anime, but new movie is on there. New movie is like the second square down from the top left. Take another Johto game. Legends Unova and the original Dragon. That's what we want, right? That, or just a combined Legends game that touches on both of them, I heard it's going to be a Let's Go Togepi and Let's Go Marill. I don't know about that. I don't know, right? I'm not going to be like super sad if it's a Let's Go game, as long as we get something else alongside it, right? It's not going to be like the most ideal. Not everyone's going to be like super hype about it, but I'll play it. I'll probably enjoy it. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were enjoyable games. They look nice, but it's not exactly what we're kind of hoping for. Shiny Koraidon event. Shiny, yeah, for Koraidon Miraidon when? Hopefully today, It's on there. Bottom left, bottom right hand corner. Odds on next gen having a new gimmick. Next gen will definitely have a new gimmick, I think. UDM 17. 100%. Hopefully it's like a play on Megas, because like I say, I think X and Y should be the remake that generation for Gen 10. But we're a long way off that now. Sarah C, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Just hoping they have Gold, Silver, or Ruby and Sapphire originals on the Switch. That's what I'm hoping for. With that kind of soundtrack drop earlier today as well for Ruby and Sapphire, maybe a hint. We might be finally getting them. Doubt this would happen, but DLC for PLA. Probably not, Danny, not now. I don't think. I would be super happy with that. I'd be super surprised as well. It'd be super nice to like just jump into those games again. Have new content. I feel like it's more likely we get a new one though than anything else. Zuma, how are you doing? Gen 5 remake with Cottony line as the only fairy line in the game. Yeah. Unless they throw in an Amorous in there to kind of pair up with the genies. Scott, a new Netflix series. We're going to get the Concierge. We're going to get series 2 of that. 15 minutes. Counting, chat. J-Master Yoshi, how are you doing? Home for Gen 10, lol. I'm tired of Pokemon Unite Masters and Go. Oh, I feel like Gen 10's so far off. Imagine if that's what we get today. I feel like Gen 10's like still 2 years out, you know? Touted Let's Go Togepi and Marl in the chat last week. You did. It's been a lot of Let's Go talk recently. Maybe a remake of Crystal. That'd be kind of nice to see. I miss Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar. We need the Megas back. I would love to see the Megas make a return. Honestly, I've loved all the games I've played. I'm a bit with you, Lumpy. Like, I don't really dislike any of them. I enjoy the majority of them. So I'm probably going to be happy with whatever we get today. There's just more things I'd be happy with than others, I think. Still need to fix Shiny Origin Giratina Shadow Force animation because it still crashes the game. No way, does it? I didn't even realize that. Maybe we get a Paradox Unova game where the Megas are considered primal Paradox forms. Could happen. Pokemon streaming service. I think that's likely because they've been doing a lot of work with the stream service. You know, the Pokemon TV is shutting down. They're hiring a lot more people for what seems to be like a streaming service that they're going to launch. So that feels like it's something they could announce today. So that's actually a really good shout that we could see. That should be on the bingo card, really. Question, Let's Go Pikachu Eevee playable and Switch Lite. Yes, they are, Dixon. Johto is my favorite region and been forever since it's gotten any wait there. And it's been forever since it's got any love, so I'll take anything related to it as long as it's not part of their mobile games. Yeah, I agree. Johto does need some love. Heart Gold Soul Silver was the last time we got anything for Johto, really, so it'd be nice to see it make a return, especially this year with its 25th anniversary. Johto's my favorite region. Yeah, mine too. 13 minutes to go, chat. 13 minutes. This is the length that the presents. We've got to go. We've got to wait, so it's getting very close. You can see the Pokemon Game Boy games coming to the Switch. That's what I'm really hoping for. That and a Legends game. Shiny Mythical giveaway might definitely be on the cards. Maybe Volcanion or Victini. Volcanion could be, for sure. Can you imagine if it's the Cheese Ball Raticate? Not going to happen, Scott. Imagine if it was, though. That'd be hilarious. The only way to accept Gen 10 is the release date is the winter 2025. One extra year for the polish of the game so we don't repeat Scarlet and Violet launch. Yeah, I think that's probably more likely, Pedro. 2025 November would be the earliest I'd expect Gen 10. My bones just turned to dust here and it's the 25th anniversary. Yeah, 25th anniversary of Johto this year, mate. That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. PL Johto would definitely be well loved. Those starters are some of the ones which have been had no love since the game came out. Yeah, Chikorita, Totodile. I mean, Cyndaquil has had some, way more than the others. So maybe you just sub out Cyndaquil and bring another fire, like bring in Tepig or something for that Legends game. Wasn't there something with the unique float from Black and White mentioned for Scarlet and Violet? I mean, that could be an event. We talked about it a little bit earlier. The Eternal Float, it could be an event we see for this. Like, that is such a curveball, but it's such a big nod to Unova, right? Well, it's not. It's more Kalos. So, yeah. What am I talking about? But it's, again, we could maybe see it. My prediction is Let's Go Johto and Virtual Console on Switch. I'd be happy with the Virtual Console, but if that's all we got, I'd be pretty disappointed if that's what the announcement was today. Let's Go Johto and the Virtual Consoles on Switch. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be like, yeah. I mean, it would mean that there's more development time for the other things that they've got in the works, right? and it would probably get them through. Virtual consoles I'd be ecstatic about, be well chuffed, but the Let's Go Johto, if that was the only thing that we got, I don't know if it would be, I don't know how happy everyone else would be. I know I wouldn't be like the best pleased with it, but at least we're getting something, you know. Just finished my Gen 3 collection, so it only makes sense that they'd add it to the Virtual Console now. Yeah, like exactly what me and Rose was saying. Like Rose was saying, she just picked up Fire Red Leaf Green. Typical that they'll release it onto the Virtual Console now. Especially Riley, since I've just finished it on cart. Leaf Green Nuzlocke. It's like, yeah, they're going to release it now. Just so I have to run through it all again on the Switch straight away. Just to get that Deoxys event. But, I mean, I would take it. I'd take the L on that one. If it meant we could get the Virtual Console games, for sure. Let's go Johto. But instead of red, gold is on Mount Silver. That'd be kind of cool. Super Saiyan Eevee, hoping for V, Virtual Console, and Scarlet Violet DLC. Just want them to take more time developing the game. I think everyone's in that same kind of mind frame. Like, if we got those, that would be more than enough. If it meant whatever we get next is going to be just a more polished piece, you know, I think that's the most important thing. What if they instantly drop a game demo? That'd be kind of nice if they do. They've done it before, Sun and Moon and stuff like that. What do you think will be in the presents? So this is that bingo card of stuff we kind of expect, hope for, /hope for. 9 minutes and counting, chat. 9 minutes and counting, not long to go. Wow, I can't believe this, like 2 hours that we've been leading up to this has actually flown by. Mimikyu fan, how are you doing? Next generation definitely feels like it might be on the new Switch. I think the next generation will be. Has there been anything leaked or anything like that? I don't really want spoiled at this stage. I just want to see if there's anything being dropped of interest. Let's have a quick look. I'll look on my phone so we don't get spoiled. Nah, it doesn't look like there's anything. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything. There we go. Bradley, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend. Great to have you joining us. 8 minutes until the Presents goes live with Stadium games on the Switch. They work almost flawlessly with the GBA games as well. Yeah, I was saying that, Quad. I think there's players that have like custom firmware switches and they've like injected the Virtual Console games for Red and Blue and Gold and Silver, and they port Pokemon to those games, so it is possible. So I think it makes those games so much better for the Switch on the Virtual Console, right? If you can port your own Pokemon into them, because playing with rental Pokemon, it's all right to a certain extent, but it's not the most fun, right? So I think that would like give those a whole new lease of life. Can't sit still. I'm baking. Cookie anyone? Nice, Roz. What kind of cookies? Love a cookie. I'm starving right now as well. Nothing being said about the new Switch. We don't even know a release date for it, so it won't be. Well, this is the thing. We don't have any concrete information on that yet. Just rumor, hearsay, and all that. And likely to be 2025. Volo and Masters is also maybe a possibility. Yeah, probably. Volo's a very loved character, so I would love to see if we got a new Legends game, Volo featuring that as well. So continuing the timeline from Legends Arceus into that next one. 425-2119. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Can't wait for the presents. Also, almost time. Every day I start my day with your stream. Keep it up. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate you coming and joining and sharing all the goodies that we're going to get today. So we've got 6 minutes, chat. 6 minutes. We have to get. Let's get ourselves prepared for this. Let's get rid of our bingo card. We'll have a look at that after we finish. And then we need to. Let's get the. This is what we need. This is what we need. And we need to wait for this update. So it should be. I wonder if it'll be in videos. I don't think. Here it is. Presents. Upcoming. We'll go for this one. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's get it ready. 5 minutes and counting. I will tweak the volume when we go live. So just to make sure everyone can hear it. But it is almost time. It is almost time. Here we go. Big fan. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you so much. And great to have you join us today. I hope we all get what we're kind of hoping for. Pokemon Grey. Only on Apple Vision Pro. Ian. That's the big announcement for today. Cerilege. Rumble in the Ruins. Terratink, how are you doing? S95 Scott, how are you doing, my friend? Great to have you join us in the stream for all of the news, the hype, and the action from this Pokemon Presents. 5 minutes and counting. Really hope for Gen 2 or Legends Celebi. Yeah, Legends Celebi is top of my list. I think if we get a Legends game, Legends Johto, then Legends Unova, and then I don't mind after that. If we get one of those announced, I'm going to be super happy. Virtual Console games ported to the Switch as well. That's the top of the list. So let's quickly go over our bingo card. We got, okay, so we got some free ones on here. We got Cafe Remix, Black and White Remake. Looks like it's going to probably happen. Then we got Legends Johto, potentially. New TCG gimmick. I think that's could be, with a new set being announced in Japan, they could have something new there. Unite info is almost a given. New movie, I feel like that's almost a given because we know one's coming out in Japan in July time this year. Pogo info, potentially. Maybe talk about the new Ultra Beast stuff that has been announced. New mythical. I think if we believe what Ku's been saying, that could be a good possibility. I feel like we're going to get a Scarlet and Violet mystery gift. Yeah, that feels like a given. Pokemon Virtual Console games. So those ported to the Switch somehow is really what I'm hoping for. So that gets me very excited, thinking that we could be playing Red, Blue, and Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green as well. You know, we just mentioned it. The soundtracks for Ruby, Sapphire, and Fire Red, Leaf Green got dropped earlier on the sound database. So it's like, maybe you see that. 7-star raid. Definitely going to be something we see. Potentially. I feel like they're going to do a raid event today. Legendary Mythical 5-star raid, which they could do. Let's go Johto. Probably the one that everyone's hoping for least. Pokemon Sleep, we're going to get Worlds artwork, Worlds confirmation date. I feel like that's a given. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that. Now, a bit of an outlier is Mystery Dungeon game, which could be good. New mass outbreak. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch with the outbreaks that are running at the moment, but you never know. Legends Unova, we said about that, and Legends Johto. Scarlet and Violet DLC 3. Now that would be very exciting if we got that announced. A new app, which could be anything from like a new streaming app that we see for Pokemon. Pokemon Home update, I guess. GameCube ports, Colosseum, Gales of Darkness. Loads of you want to see those. New regional forms and shiny Koraidon and shiny Miraidon. So let me know what you think. If there's anything that we've missed off there, let me know. So excited. Phoenix, me too. Cannot wait. My only wish for Scarlet and Violet is a mass outbreak of Paldea starters. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for all the great content and fun streams. I'm looking forward to more Pokeballs podcasts soon. Thank you so much, Brian. And like I said, I have spoke to Scott, so I think we're going to be kicking back in with it tomorrow. So that'll be very exciting. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post on the channel when it's back up and running. Final countdown. Here we go. Do you think we'll ever get a Ghost type Evolution? I would love to think we would. That'd be amazing if we could get something like that. It really would. 60 seconds we've got. Okay, so let's get this all ready. Music on, music off. Okay, I'm just gonna juice up the sound of this when it goes live. If it comes in it's too loud, let me know. I can turn it down. If it needs to be louder, let me know and I'll turn it up. Just keep me in the loop, chat, and I can waggle the controls. UDM17, thank you so much, my friend, for 27 months membership. That support is just like, thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. Really cannot say thank you enough. So let's take this counter off. We don't need the counter anymore. We are pretty much there. It is starting imminently, so we'll take it. And this is the time we've been waiting for. Been waiting for this for months, chat. Would we run the Johto starters or Gen 5 starters in the DLC only to keep the Pokeball Pokemon on the regular map? Either of Johto or Unova game. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get the black and white, a good black and white remake or a black and white 3 and a Legends game. That's what we want. And the virtual, I'm not asking for much. And the virtual like console games ported to the Switch. The old games ported to the Switch, a Legends game and a black and white remake. That's, yeah. I feel like it's not a lot. It's not a lot, okay? It's not a lot, but that's what we want. That's what we want to see. Come on, shiny legendaries, yeah. Koraidon, Miraidon, mystery gift event. It is beginning shortly. It is ticked over to 2 o'clock. Sounds like a lot. Nightcrawler, yeah. I'm that kid. I'm just like asking for more. But it is a lot. I don't think we'll get that much. I really don't. But we'll see. We'll see. Hit the dab. Here we go. Right, this is normally a lot louder than what it would come through on the I'll just turn this down because we don't need the DOS Gaming, chill out. It's all automatically playing. I don't need to touch anything. It's fine. Don't let the excitement get you carried away. I'm hoping for Legends Johto. I really am. Let's go chat. Here we go. T-minus 30 seconds. And thank you to everyone that's joining and sharing this with us today. It's really great to have you all here and share along with all the news and the latest info that we're going to get for this year. It's very exciting, and it's a privilege to have you all kind of viewing with us. So here we go. I will juice up the volume, so don't worry, so we can make sure we can hear everything as it's going live. Here we go, chat. Very exciting. How's the volume? Let me know. It's a big hint there. What did that say? Legends Johto. Volume's good. Great.
Hello everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27 is Pokemon Day. This is the date that the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan. Our adventures with Pokemon, which started with the simple fun of collecting, trading, and battling in the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games, have expanded to fit into so many facets of daily life, including walking and sleeping. We'll keep challenging ourselves to create new ways to enjoy Pokemon, and we hope you'll continue your adventures with us. Today, we will be bringing you all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. Mr. Utsunomiya, please take it away.
Hello, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I hope everyone has enjoyed their adventures in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games so far. To commemorate Pokemon Day, we've planned a series of Terra Raid battle events where you'll be able to face off against a mighty Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard.
No.
The first of these Terra Raid battle events will begin tomorrow.
Let's go.
We hope you will all enjoy these raids.
Starting tomorrow.
Today,
Yo,
I'd also like to
chat.
share the latest updates on a number of our other games.
Nice.
Please have a look at this.
Here we go. Great raids. Great raids. Pokemon Go. Ticked off. I think Rose suggested that one.
A collaboration event with Pokemon Go is on its way. Pikachu wearing Cap's hat is making its debut. It even knows an attack new to Pokemon Go, Volt Tackle. Charcadet, Armarouge, and Ceruledge are coming too. And Liko and Roy will be dropping in when you snap a pic and go snapshot. So set out on an adventure with your new friends.
That's a cool little event. Captain Pikachu. This Pokemon Sleeps little segment now. Eat Marie. Imagine waking up and there being a Raikou beside your bed. Yeah, there's a lot of Johto references here, aren't there? Entei, Suicune, and Raikou coming to Pokemon Sleep. That's pretty exciting for those that play. EX Masters.
Now, I never give up.
The OG, Lance.
We're just getting started.
Silver.
We're the greatest in the world. You're the greatest and strongest partner I could ask for.
Fight!
Eater and Silver. Very cool. Riley and Lucario. Another Johto reference there. Ah, there we go. Classic Cafe Remix. Gimme Ghoul joining the fray. The odd style of Goldingo in there. Pretty nice. Pokemon Unite. We are flying through this. These little portions aren't too long. So we knew Miraidon was coming. What if it gets like a new form change? That'd be kind of interesting to see. It does. Phalanx. Cerulege. Miraidon, I think, gonna be so strong in Unite. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Come on. Virtual consoles.
Moving on, please have a look at this video.
Look at that artwork. Ultras GX. Is that new? That's cool. You can actually go and explore the cards. That's very cool. The Lapras art. Love it. On the Meowth. Trading card game Pocket. Open 2 packs per day at no cost. That's pretty cool. Coming 2024. It looked like you could battle on it as well, Daniel.
What you just saw was the world's first look at Pokemon trading card game Pocket. This game lets you easily collect Pokemon cards, which players all over the world have enjoyed since they debuted in 1996, but in a new digital format. The Pokemon Company is developing this game as a three-party collaboration with Creatures Inc., the creators of the Pokemon trading card game, and DNA, our partners in the development of Pokemon Masters EX. To mark the launch of this title, here's a message from Mr. Yuji Kitano, President and CEO of Creatures. Mr. Kitano, take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Yuji Kitano from Creatures Inc. I'd like to start by thanking everyone for enjoying the Pokemon trading card game. With Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, we hope to bring you all a new way to enjoy the Pokemon trading card game, so we are hard at work developing digital cards. When we develop physical cards, we strive to please by taking great care with our paper quality, colors, and printing process. Since this game uses mobile devices rather than paper, we're challenging ourselves to express that care in new ways that are only possible digitally, such as using the characteristics of the screen to show off brilliant colors and stylish effects. One way we're accomplishing this is with immersive cards, which give players the experience of leaping into the world of the card illustration. What's more, we've developed new streamlined game rules based on our existing battle system, so you can enjoy a quick battle during the free moments in your day. Our three companies are all working hard to deliver a fun experience for those of you who already enjoy the Pokemon trading card game, as well as those who've never played before. We hope you look forward to the results of our latest efforts in the world of the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. Thank you so much.
It's a cool idea.
Thank you, Mr. Kitano. We plan to launch Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket within 2024. Please look forward to more details in the future.
We not got long left of this.
Just one more thing.
Here we go.
We'd like to end today's presentation with one final video for you all. Thank you for tuning in.
This is it, chat. What we're here for. Here we go. It is a new game. I like Kalos references. It's like a battle facility. Maybe. City. Urban development plan, Luminous City. Oh, there we go. Pokemon C. No, no way. No, that's nuts. No way. Releasing simultaneous worldwide in 2025. So we've got a year's wait for it. No way. That is nuts. Curveball. Megas. No. No way. No way. They've done it. Is that the end of it? No. That's it. Wow. Okay. That is a big drop. Let's just get that back. Let's just get that back. I can't believe they did that. Is that AZ? Pokemon, is that an A and a Z? That is crazy. With the Megas as well. No new game this year. Legend with Megas. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. Yeah, releasing simultaneously worldwide 2025. AZ, like the character. I think that's, oh, ZA. Yeah. If it's meant to read like Pokemon Z, or is that AZ? You know? Like the character is A. That's crazy. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. That's absolutely not what I was expecting at all. But we got a Legends game. We got a Legends game. It's crazy that we're talking about like Zygarde not getting the game earlier on that it deserved. And then this pops up out of nowhere. Lumpy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, mate. And thank you for the one that you dropped as well throughout the presents as well, mate. I really appreciate it. Pokemon ZA. That is crazy. Releasing game for the Switch 2. Potentially, yeah. Megas are back. That's crazy. ZA. ZA. How are we pronouncing it? Zar. Legend Zar. That's crazy. I cannot believe that. That's mad. Sad that we're not getting any of the Virtual Console games ported. No Scarlet and Violet DLC. But we do get those Terror Raid events, which are kicking off tomorrow. So that's kind of cool. But this is the most exciting thing. And Naj, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Thanks for being you. Thank you so much for the support, and really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Gross Gaming, the black Z to represent Black City, and the A with the white. Let's watch this again, because I was panicking when this started. I was panicking when they started sketching out this. I was like, oh man, what is this? Honestly. UDM17, thank you so much as well, my friend. They definitely listen to the community in this one. Legends and Megas. I know. Legends and Megas. You got us hyped late. I am so hyped for this. This is crazy. But when this started, I was like, what is this? Like some, like, I don't know. I was like, don't tell me it's going to be like some new Detective Pikachu game. And I'm like, inside I'm dying a little bit thinking, oh, this is such a letdown for everyone and myself. Borles, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. That was out of the left field, to be honest. I was never a fan of Kalos, but still looking forward to a new game. Confusing logo though, very confusing, but very, very exciting. New Megas, that's like so crazy to me, and leads on to Gen 10 perfectly, like we were saying, right? X and Y is the next in line for the next gen 10. It would be X and Y would be the remake for that. Some Megas, some sort of like new mechanic, new gimmick for the next game would make sense if it linked to Mega somehow. So this leads into Gen 10 so perfectly, right? I still think we'll get a black and white remake this year. It might be released, it might be announced later in the year for a November release, right? It could be, you know, they don't need to announce it now, but if they want to make some big waves, this is it. Easy, maybe we'll finally get the flow out. It feels like that, right? But when this is going off, I was like, oh my god, this looks like, I don't know. It felt very French, right? Which makes sense. And then we get this. Futuristic. And then you get all the Kalos references. It was this here, I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. Rufo, Floette. Dragonair, Gyarados. It's very cool. And then the Aegis Slash just sells it, doesn't it? This is nuts. I can't believe this. I'm so hyped about it. It looks very cool. If this is the main city as well. Pedro, thank you so much. I called it. You did. You did. Been saying for so long that Zygot got his own game. I knew it. So happy, mate. I know, like literally what I'm referring to. Like crazy. Crazy. I wonder if this is the entire area of the game or if we venture outside of it. But Lumio City. It's a very cool reveal and totally urban redevelopment plan. And then this reveal here. And you've got like almost in this logo, like the Z's very futuristic with the kind of Zygote patterns. And then you've got like almost, I don't know, like roots. So it's very natural futuristic feel to it both as well. I don't know. Just hype, just crazy. That is just so crazy. The hexagons. Wonder what the wild areas are. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts and megas. And then this on top of it, right at the end to drop it. Nintendo Switch, though, that's the only thing, right? This could be wrong. So it might be for the Switch 2 or whatever the Switch successor is. But it does say Nintendo Switch, which is a big indicator. But this. Mega's coming back. It's such a great drop at the end there. Such a great job. Crazy. Possibly new megas. I think, well, it's 100% there has to be new megas, I think. I think we'll get probably the old crop of megas that we had, or at least a selection of them. We're definitely going to get new megas. Might it mean that we don't get like regional forms? Whereas like, you know, we got the Hisuian Pokemon, but we might just get new mega forms, which is very, very exciting. We got our Legends game. We got it. The one Robstar. We got the Legends game. And it's like way better than anything I could have expected. Because I'm like sitting there, Legends Johto would be good for the lore, Legends Unova. But this, with Megas, I was like, no way. If you'd said that to me before, I'd have been like, nah, no way. We're not going to get Megas back. It's way too soon to get Megas. That's crazy. I've missed my boys Gengar and Metagross Megas so much. They're back soon. Mega Gengar is coming back. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mega Krookodile, yes. Mega Charizard, Mega Venusaur. Oh, man. All of them. In a Megas game as well. Might get the Eternal Floette finally. I think that it would make so much sense, right? And Zygarde, its ultimate form. We're going to get the whole Zygarde story, hopefully, in this. Like, that whole Zygarde that we just didn't get from X and Y. Hopefully, that's what this game kind of gives us. It, like, fills in all of the gaps, you know? That would be great if that is what we get. There we go. Put some background music on while we chat for a minute and just digest this. Just digest what we've had. It's so exciting. I'm speechless. Me too, mate. I literally cannot believe this. Let's see if there's anything Pokemon. I wonder if we've got any. Let me see if there's been any updates with anything posted. Like there's about 1,000,001 things that have just been dropped. If we can get any links to any Pokemon site with stuff on. That's crazy. Is there a site? Is there a Japanese site up? Maybe there's a. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. This is a new Japanese site. I wonder if I can. Okay, I need to just get this one off and this. So this is the site. Okay, a new adventure begins in Miria City, where urban redevelopment is progressing with the aim of creating a city where I'm sure that's just the translation gone wrong. Aim of creating a city where humans and Pokemon coexist. Release date scheduled 2025. Production Game Freak. Compatible models Switch. Okay, that's all we get. There's not really much else, but that logo is crazy. Very cool. Very cool. It's called Legends, but it looks so futuristic. Maybe they're switching the formula. I don't know, man. I thought Legends was supposed to be the past. Exactly, yeah, it's crazy. Like, they've changed the format, flipped it around. And Boldes, thank you so much again for the super chat as well, my friend. Means a lot, the support. Crazy, crazy. I wonder if there's an English one. I wonder if there is. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find any. If there's an English update to it. I'll try and pull it up. I'll try and pull it up right now. Legends ZA. We've got a site. I don't think they have. I don't think there's anything for. Nah, doesn't look like. Pokemon ZA. Can't see anything for like a Western site, at least at the moment. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that this was the announcement. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I am so hyped about this. This is just the most unexpected thing that I got. I still actually just blown away by it. I'm still blown away by it. It's mad. My god, guys, simultaneously releasing around the world at the same time. Just very exciting, yeah. I've listened. I'm curious about the Legends Kalos version. About 45 minutes. Am I able to watch complete? Why are we saying it's the future? Didn't it show the plans to build a city in the first place? We already know they're there in X and Y. This will be the past. Yeah, potentially. Could be. It looks very futuristic compared to, I guess, when you compare it to Legends Arceus. So, it doesn't need to necessarily be far in the past. But it looks like it is gonna... It's the redevelopment, though. It's not building of the city. It's the redevelopment of it. So, it's probably redeveloping it to what we know it as in the games. So, maybe it's around the time of the you know... The weapon, the big weapon AZ story. That was really home for a Legend Selby. Silver Crystal were my first games, so a bit nostalgia there, yeah. Industrial Revolution Pokemon game, but I was expecting Asian times. As I completely agree with you, Les. I think whenever we had, I guess the only reference we got is the one Legends Arceus where it is like way in the past, right? But I guess it's open to interpretation. I guess it's easy to make that step when we've only got that one reference point, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what this series is all about. Maybe it goes back to the past and the future. What about the bingo? What about the bingo indeed? How did we get on in the bingo? So let's see. We'll remove the ones that we got and we'll take away. So Black and White remake that I thought was a definite, we did not get at all. So we have to take that out. We didn't get that. Legends Johto, no. We should have just had Legends game. New TCG gimmick, there wasn't one. Unite Info, there was. New movie, very surprised we didn't get that. Pokemon Go Info, we got. New mythical, no. Scarlet and Violet mystery gift, and no, we didn't get that. Virtual console games, we didn't get. I'm very sad about that, actually. 7-star raids we did get. Legend mythical 5-star raids we didn't get. Let's Go Johto, to a lot of people's, I mean, looking back now, it would have been all right to get. We didn't even get anything about the World Championships, which is crazy to me. We didn't get that. I think we'll probably have another presents later on in the year, which we might get stuff. I mean, we do normally get one. No mystery dungeon, no new mass outbreaks, Legends Unova, no, no Scarlet and Violet DLC. New app, there was a new app, so that was a really good shout from you guys for that. GameCube ports, no. Regional forms, no. And shiny and Koraidon. So out of a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out of a possible 25, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We aren't calling bingo on this Pokemon Presents, but I at least we got a few, right? At least we got a few. We got enough to make a line. So we did all right. we did all right with the bingo card. It just wasn't as good as what I was expecting. The new app, I guess, yeah, we kind of cover bases with new app, TCG app. I guess that ticks that box. Nintendo will announce first gen virtual console on 10th of May. I'm sad that we didn't get the virtual console games. I was really expecting it to be today. I really was. Wish Pokemon Pocket was integrated with TCG Live. It feels weird because TCG Live has not been out. Yeah, I did suggest surprise. Rose, you did, and that's exactly what we got. Mega Alphas, Mr. Falio. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get Mega Flygon. It was meant to have a Mega, so it feels like this is a redemption arc for Flygon in these games. What does this mean for Black and White remakes? I still think they're outsourced. I think there's been too much chat about like outsourced games for Ilka. Potentially. So I still think we'll get a Black and White. I think we'll get something this year, and it makes sense that we got it. Get the Black and White remakes. It says 2025. It doesn't specifically say a date, so they could have the same release cycle, I guess, as they did for BDSP and Legends Arceus, right? Where in November we get the Black and White remakes from Ilka. It's still time for them to say, yeah, we're going to release those games then. And then in February time we get Pokemon ZA. Pokemon Z. I'm just going to call it Legend Z from now on. Shiny Mega Alpha Steelix. Mate. That's what... Mega Arcaladon. I'm speaking it into existence now. Jordan, can you imagine? Europe theme is as... Yeah. Mega Pyro would be cool. Mega Pyro would be very cool, Crystal. I want to see the Pokedex. Mr. Falia, at least I get Mega Lucario again. That's true. Mega Lucario, Mega Gallade, No, not Mega Gallade. Sorry, because Mega Gallade didn't get one. Maybe Mega Gallade gets one this time, but Mega Gardevoir, one of my all-time favorites. Collecting Zygarde cells in Kalos. How it should have been instead of Alola. This is very true, yeah. Mega Jinx. Maybe we do get Mega Jinx. Oh, Mega Evolution. I cannot believe we got that back. I called X and Y instead of Black and White. Justin. I know. It's so crazy though. It's so crazy. Tomoko, this presents we learned. We can't trust leaks anymore. Scarlet and Violet era is completely over for anything interesting. No more 2024 game. No world information. I'm quite disappointed. I'm quite sad about that. Yeah, I think what we could have a look at is, let's have a look to see at the notice, see if we've got any information on the raids. No, we don't have the raid information out yet. Let's have a look to see if we can pull that info up, because that's the new 7-star raids that we get, wasn't it? But that was like right at the start of the presents, I think. Yeah, it was here. Okay, let's have a quick look at this, because that's the only stuff that we got for Scarlet and Violet. Which is out of everything. It's kind of a little bit disappointing, I guess. So we get the mighty Venusaur. It's a ground type. Wow, okay. Okay, Wednesday 28th of February runs until Tuesday. So we get like a week of that. And then we get the mightiest Blastoise, which runs after that from the 6th. And then we get the return of the mightiest Charizard. Which is the mightiest Mark Charizard, which is kind of cool. So we've got like 3 weeks of raid events in game, 7-star raids for Venusaur, Blastoise, and yes, they could have been a bit more exciting, but you can catch one mighty Venusaur, one mighty Charizard, and one mighty Blastoise per save data. You can still participate in the terror raids. The Charizard appearing in this event series is same stats and moves as the mightiest Charizard that appeared in the previous mighty Charizard event. And Nintendo Switch Online membership. Okay, all of that. Yeah, so that is upcoming terror raid battles. That's all we know. So yeah, honestly, I'd say that the presents went exactly as I'd anticipated. Everyone had their expectations through the roof. We kind of did. I let go of the handle on a lot of it. A whole lot of nothing was announced, and one thing they did reveal people will hate. Yeah, I think it's ZA or ZA. I'm actually getting sick of the starter raids, though, to be real with you. But Les, I think you and everyone else, and for good reason as well. You know, I think, is it steel Blastoise or is it ice? Could be steel. Looks maybe steel, maybe. I don't know. It just feels like, is there any reason for the mightiest mark? It doesn't appear like there is any reason. There might have been when the games first dropped, which is a little bit sad that there's no reason for that mightiest mark other than just to be a flashy tag that has nothing else relevant to it. And the fact that we can get all the starters now in the terrarium, yeah, I think they needed to do something different. I feel like that is a bit of a letdown with the raid. Unknown and all of the other Johto hints and references, we got nothing. Looking forward to the Legends game, but it was like a big waving pizza in your face for the weeks and then giving you a burger. Yeah, pretty much, Koa, pretty much, because the whole presents leading up to it was hints to Johto. Everything that we had leading up to that release was Johto hint after Johto hint, and then them just to be like, yoink, there's your burger. Yeah, there's your burger. But I mean, it's a good burger we got served. It's just a bit of a we were misled to it. But yeah, I think Riley's right. I think Riley is right. Makes a good point. I think everyone's expectations, including mine, was sky high, right? It was sky high. But we gotta hope for stuff that we want to happen that makes sense, right? I think the Black and White remakes not getting announced is more of a surprise to me than anything. I still expect them to come out this year. I think they're going to be there to fill a gap this year between this year and next year. And then it looks like 2026 is pegged on for Gen 10. That looks like the timeline as we go. So I still expect us to get the Black and White games this year. I just think it'll be maybe later this year when we get them announced for probably that November release date. Yeah. And then they'll be by Ilka. And then 2025 we'll get this Legends game. And then we will get, I guess, PLZ now is what we're calling it. And then, yeah, 2026 will be Gen 10. Wild Theory Gen 1 was remade in Gen 3. Gen 2 was remade in Gen 4. Gen 3 was remade in Gen 6. Gen 4 was remade in Gen 8. My guess is Gen 5 will be remade in Gen 10. Yeah, it's not, it's not too out of the realms of possibility with that timeline that you've kind of outlined there. I think it makes more sense than what is going on in my head prior to this presents. Nintendo seems pretty out of touch with the fan base. They never do what people would like. I mean, I think they tick a lot of boxes with the Megas and this Legends game, to be honest. I think the Megas coming back is very exciting, but I mean, the Terror event is definitely an example of that. It's like, yeah, it's not as hype as what we would kind of want. Then they do 2 Pokemon presentations. Yeah, maybe they'll do another one. Yeah, we do get another one. It's normally like, isn't it April, May time? I think we'd normally get one around then, but I guess it could drop one anytime, you know. Go to 1123 of the presents. Does anyone know what that logo is? 1123. Oh, where am I going? I go 1123. What logo? Which I need to actually go to, if I do this as not alive. 1123. I can get to it. 1123. Which logo are we looking at? This is, yeah, this is 1123. So I don't know which logo are you referring to. Oh, this logo. Okay. Right, I need to be quick grabbing it. I can never do it. Right, let's be quick here. I just can't click on it. It's like this split second. There we go. There we go. Magic click. Yeah. It looks familiar, but I don't know. Yeah. They said they were released simultaneously, so 2 games, Z and A. So it's 2 games. Pokemon Legends Z, Pokemon Legends A. simultaneously, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. There's no, I mean, is it 2 games though? It appears as though it will be simultaneous worldwide release in 2025. New challenge in Pokemon series, Pokemon Legends Zar. Zar. Yes, I mean, it kind of feels like it's like one game, you know? And when you look at like this, a new challenge in the Pokemon series, Pokemon Legends Zar. Simultaneously releasing worldwide. The adventure begins where urban redevelopment is progressing with the aim of creating a city where humans and Pokemon coexist. So that's pretty much all the info that we've got on it. Yeah. I don't think it's 2 games. I think it's 1 game. I think it is 1 game. It does look like 2 games. One is past, one is future. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what parts kind of make it look like there's past and future. I think it all looks like, I mean, these look like plans of like, it's redevelopment as well of the city. You know? I guess anything's possible though. Can't really like, you know, rule anything out at this stage. But it doesn't really like give us any direct, I don't feel like it gives us anything like its future, whether it's past or anything like that. I think it's just got a certain feel to it, you know? But yeah, that's like a blueprint there. 1 solo player game, 1 past and 1 future. That would be a lot of work. I still think it's 2 games, only based upon simultaneous world. I just think that just means it's going to be released everywhere at the same time, Michael. I think like, you know, I think it's going to be a worldwide release at the same time, like they have done with Scarlet and Violet, with all the DLCs. They're released all at the same time, so it just means that that's basically all it is. I think it is just going to be 1 game though. I really do. I don't think it's going to be 2 games. I think that is, like others have said, a lot of work, you know. Lumiose City is where it is all based around, and it's there, the redevelopment plan, so urban redevelopment plan of that. So I wonder what the A stands for though. That's the, yeah, Zygarde, and yeah, Cerebi confirms this 1 game. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yes, in 2 games is pessimistic. As someone else said, can't remember who, can take a look back at what the unknown said. Yeah, this is very true. Yeah, because we need to have a look when it starts the trailer off. Here. What is that? Is that S? Is that an S? So is that an S? I think it's an S, isn't it? O E S O E Y. Does that make anything? I don't know what that one is. Is that a U? See you. Jumbled up. See you. Yeah. See you. Yeah, see you. Yeah. Did they do anything after? No, they don't. Oh, see you. And then the question mark. Unknown. See, even here we've got like the, yeah. And there's a question mark. See you. Yeah, and then it goes straight into it. Yeah. Yeah, at the beginning there was also the presents, the unknown at the very, was it the very beginning? Yeah, the very beginning. Is that a K? So EK or P? Is it just Pokemon Presents all jumbled up? I think it might be. Pokemon Presents. P-R-E-S. Yeah, I think it is. Pokemon Presents. Yeah, it's just jumbled up. Pokemon Presents CU. Yeah, and that's all it was. And then, is there any other clues throughout here? I mean, there's not really anything, just lots of Gen 1 and then Scarlet and Violet DLC stuff, but we got no information on that. That was very light, I guess. We got the raids announced. Pokemon Go. We got Sleep, EX, Masters, Cafe Remakes, Unite, and then we got the biggest section I would have said was the TCG app, which seems to drag on for ages, which, yeah, Pokemon Pocket, it seems like a good idea. And then, yeah, CU. It's almost like a, yeah, thanks for coming by. This is the last bit. And then the last bit was like the 2 minutes. TCG will be, I think, like 2 packs a day is pretty nice. Yeah. So, not really any clues in the unknown. Don't know why Riddler Q hypes people. Astrology, yeah, astrology level prediction. Yeah. Yeah, Cyrus, Nintendo of America tweeted the new game is only in Luminous City. Nice. So that is the whole game is going to be, based in the city. So that city is going to be a big area then. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Present when jumbled. Can also be Serpent. Ah. Pokemon Serpent. That's actually a really, like, that's, yeah, that's interesting, you know. I think so. Maybe the COE means later reveal of something GS related. Maybe, yeah, later soon. Hope so. It just feels strange that it's like Johto's anniversary. Yeah, there's all these like kind of nods to it, but we got nothing. Yeah, the disappointment every year. I mean, when you look on it retrospectively, like we didn't really get anything for the immediate, the short term, right? Like when we've got nothing new to be really looking forward to. That's like hype for the games, like the 7-star raids, which are going to be good, but not anything like super exciting. So this is the area, and we've got like what 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 areas, maybe 6 areas, because this one, maybe this area here is split into 2, but you would say like these all look like bases. So this a base, 1 2 3 4 5, and then the central, which is 6, I guess. So I don't know. What have you got? Like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, because that's not split. Maybe, I don't know, but it's a pretty big area. I guess if that's all, that's not bad. And there's blatantly like, well, it makes you think, where's the, like, is there park areas, or is there like a wild area or something like that maybe that you can transport to? There could be an underneath, the underground place as well to it. Yeah, maybe it takes like elements of the terrarium. Maybe. So disappointed in what was announced beyond wasted potential. Crystal, was that a new form for it? Which was that? Let's have a look. 3-4 forms making a return. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is actually the worst Pokemon Day presents to date. Oh guys, I'm so disappointed that you feel like that. Yeah, only 5 slices in the safe to say it's only a medium. It's only a medium pizza. Uncharted Cadet coming to go. Yeah, that's kind of exciting. They showed off that TCG Pocket for 5 minutes. Huge L. When we're expecting 2 games. I mean, that's the thing, right? It was expectations were high because the rumors were. I mean, it goes a lesson in to say, yeah, the rumors weren't right. 2 games was not what we got, really. Glad the stupid black gold and white silver theories are dead. That would have been cool though. It would have been cool. I would have been down for that. That would have been so exciting. But they're gone now. Ewan is disappointing more because there is nothing to get excited about now, not because there was nothing. I think that's the thing. There's nothing for now other than a Venusaur, Blastoise, and a Charizard raid, which is nice. Charizard raid, for those that missed it the first time around, have the chance that they can go and get the Charizard in a few weeks' time, which is great, because if you didn't get that event the first time around, then great, you can add it to your collection for collection purposes, which is good. But it's like like AZ, yeah. I feel like it's like the flipped round AZ, Zygarde, AZ, ZA, ZA. It's time for AZ. It does feel like that. City looks bigger area than Scarlet and Violet DLC 2. Way bigger than the terrarium. I think it'll be a bigger area than the terrarium. If it's all based here, it feels like that should be a huge area. Like each individual section of the city feels like it should be a huge place to explore. And Ben, how do we catch Pokemon in the city? That's what I feel like. That's, you know, normally we have like an area where we can go open space, field lines. So it's gonna be interesting how they approach that. Yeah, I'm hyped. Legends was my favorite game so far, so I'm nervous about it just being in the city though. Yeah, it's kind of, that does surprise me. That surprises me a lot, but I'm also excited by it because I think when we didn't really know about like Legends Arceus too much about it, there was a lot of like, you know, what can we expect from this? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be like a main series title? There's a lot of questions. I think we got the same amount of questions going into this one, but I'm just as excited for it. You know, I think it's going to be, I think it'll be good. I think it will be good. Pokemon Colosseum XD like thing. Yeah, it's, I guess in reference to that, Xander, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? The thing will be crafting. There has to be crafting in the city. I feel like there has to be some sort of crafting. Seems like they can give up soloing Zygarde in Sword. I can get it from Z and transfer it to home. That's true. This is the biggest troll from Pokemon. Like, why all the hype in New York? You know the hints. Scarlet and Violet and no events either. I'm happy another Legends and seems cool, but mad nothing halt. Yeah, exactly. Nose horse. It seems crazy that they've been dangling these carrots with Johto hints. It's almost like they are playing on the hype that we know of what we kind of expect, right? And be like, yeah, we'll dangle this carrot in front of you. We'll do this big event in New York to give the Unova reference, but then don't deliver on it. It feels kind of bad in that respect. Pokemon Gold and Silver remake on the Switch should have been the announcement of this. That would have been amazing if it had been. I think a lot of us were kind of hoping for some sort of Johto game, some sort of Unova game, but we get this game. Don't forget though, friends, I think for all of you out there that are big fans of Megas, I think this will be very exciting. I think this is a really exciting project. And for Megas to be coming back when it's like, you know, the amount of streams they do and talk and about gimmicks and what we'll see next. I think one of the biggest ones it's always talked about is when are Megas going to return? And, you know, we've had the confirmation here today. Megas will be back 2025 in this game. It might be different from what we expected last time, but it's still very exciting. And for Megas to finally be returning, I am very happy about that. But I think, like a lot of you said, in the short term, it's hard to kind of take this because we have nothing to look forward to. 2025 is a long time away as well, in game terms. And they could easily plug the gap with the virtual console games with, I don't know, you know, if they are doing a black and white remake with Ilka, if Ilka is doing it, maybe it's just not anywhere near completion yet. So they don't want to announce it too early because it puts pressure on them being able to deliver it, whatever, I don't know. Ninja Noodle Megas are my absolute favorite gimmick. Yeah, me too. Muffin, X and Y, my Pokemon breaks. So I missed Megas. I'm so freaking hyped. Muffin, I am so excited for you, mate. Yeah, because Megas are the best. Megas are the best. I'm so happy they're coming back. Just so you know, in Japanese tweet, they only say that this is a new adventure that will start in Luminous City, not that it is the only city. Ah, okay, so it just starts in Luminous City. Pedro, thank you so much for that. That's interesting. So it might not just be tied to the city. This might be like our base, right? Where we started. I guess in a way that makes more sense to me, where we go to other places rather than just starting there Yeah, you guys got to remember Hooper, Volcanion, Looker, Mega, Zygarde, 100% everything. This is true. Yeah, all of that. Best gimmick I ever had in my own Google Doc. A new adventure awaits within Luminos City, where an urban redevelopment plan is underway to shape the city into a place that belongs to both people and Pokemon. Yeah, the official Pokemon site. I guess that's one thing, you know. Let's see if we can find any. Can we get the official Pokemon site up with it? Sarah B, what are you saying about it? What's Joe got to say about it? Joe got any information? Not much. Centra, the whole Pokemon Legends takes place in Luminous City. This could be Game Freak's attempt at a GTA Cyberpunk 2027 meets Pokemon set entirely within the mega city. Right, I can't read any. I don't think that's, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, but you never know. Yeah, it just doesn't, I don't know. It might be in that one city, it might not be though. I screamed when I saw it said Legends. I'm so excited. I just wish the event for Scarlet and Violet was Zacian's Zamazenta, other legends we don't have. Yeah, that would have made more sense. Just joining, what did I miss? Justin, this is what's been announced. The Legends game, Megas are returning, and it will be Legends ZA, and that's what we've got. So yeah, Osirus are implying on replaying Pokemon X or Y again. I think we should. Maybe that's what we do next. Les, 2025 gonna be crazy. GTA 6 and new Pokemon game gonna be very hype. And thank you so much again, Borles, for the super chat, my friend. Really appreciate the support. I had to step up after Power World. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh my god, redevelopment. Justin, yeah, it's very exciting. Do you want to see the trailer, Justin? We'll pump it back and you can have a look at it. To spoil it. So let's pop this on hold for a moment. Pop this on. So this is the trailer for it. You can have a quick look at it. We'll look at it once more and then I think we'll wrap up for today, friends. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been a crazy day for this. I just wish we'd had a little bit more. Zygarde is angry about the urban development. Turn it up a little bit. I love that Aegislash animation. Yeah, Furfru finally gets to be on the Switch. Finally. I think I saw an Absol. Pokemon Pocket is easy gacha money. Oh my god, can you imagine all the in-game trans that you're gonna get for that? It's gonna be crazy. It's just gonna rinse people. 2 free packs a day. There'll be the trashiest packs as well. It'll be like, I need to buy some packs. Say now. And then this. There we go. Mega is returning. That is coming worldwide. I guess the be kind of interesting to notice the Pokemon. So we start off with Pika here. What other Pokemon can we spot? We got Pyro. Okay, it's just Pyro family here. What was that? What was that? Wait there. I think there's something after the Pyro at the end. What is this down here? Because you got a Klefki there. Oh, it's the Fruitful. Flebaby, Klefki. Is there anything odd that jumps out to us here that could be Fletchinder? I guess Dragonair there. And then you've got Holucha down there. Gyarados. What is that Pokemon there? What is this? Can you see this right here? What is that? Is that I don't know what that is. That is, I can't make that out. Oh, it's the hippo. It's the hippo. And then we've got Absol down here, I think. Yeah, that is an Absol. Or was it a Glaceon, maybe? To go back a touch. Get at. Could be Absol, it could be Glaceon. This little tail down here, I don't know. Hippopotas. I can't say it. I'm not even going to try and say it. And then we've got Aegislash. We've got Crocodile, Sylveon. What is this over here? We need to go back. We need to skip back. Right, we've gone too far back. Oh, Frufro, Crocodile, Heracross, Pinsir. I don't know what all of these Pokemon are. Gone too fast. We'd have to slow it down. We could probably slow it down though. Speed it. Playback. Go minus 2.4. And let's slow it right down. Probably don't need to go this slow. We can probably take a better look at it this way. Ash, Greninja, and Battle Bond back. That would be kind of cool. Let's see if we can see. So there's Magikarps below the Gyarados there. Hippopotas or whatever it is there. That looks like an Absol. That is definitely an Absol there. Is that a Gallade as well in the back? I just want to see if we can just go. Is that a Gallade there? Right here? Maybe? I don't know what that is there. Maybe. Frufro, Sylveon, Crocodile, Aegislash. It's looking at the buildings as well. There's not really much. Then we've got the Sylveon, the Pinsir, the Heracross, the Onix. Sylveon using like Hyper Voice, it looks like. And they're Bellsprouts, Eevee, Talonflame, Lilligant. That's what I've seen so far, and that's, yeah, there's loads there. Okay. It's hard to make them all out. Wasted Hyper Voice, yeah. Wasted Hyper Voice. I really hope less powerful Mons get Megas this time around, and for a Moss Shadow to return. Yes, Justin, that's what we need. Eevee, the big panda. Is that Ralts, was it? Wonder what kind of starters for this Legend's going to be. Yeah, that's going to be like, yeah, what kind of starters are we going to get? Totodile, Tepig, and Chikorita. That's what I'm hoping. Was it Go-Goat as well? Okay. That would be cool. Yeah, because whatever the starters will be, we'll get Mega Forms, won't they? That's the exciting thing. That is very exciting. No Shiny Miraidon, Koraidon Mystery Gifts announced. Not this time. Sit and Embo. They made the text under the logo too small. And the cursive, I can't translate it. Ah, okay. Can't. Lumios City. Mega Infernape would be, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? And yeah, different final Evo like the Hisuian ones. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, like the final stage evolution different to be like a Kalos form, and then a Mega Evolution on top of that as well. Yeah. What do you think the game is going to be? I have no idea. It's kind of weird because it's like it's all about the redevelopment, isn't it, of Lumio City. So I guess I don't know how it's going to pan out for you to be coming into it to get a starter Pokemon unless you're a trainer in this city and you're like, you've come of age, you're 10 years old, and you're going to be starting out, you know, in the whole, I guess, this Pokemon. Well, I don't know. They might do it like that. They could have an angle where you could kind of come into it. But yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, maybe we can get a DLC for Paldea. Interesting idea, Crystal. Yeah, Crystal. Let's have a listen. Where's Crystal's idea? Is it? I've missed it. Is it way back up? I've missed it. Mega Charizard Z. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, yeah. Well, then again, Liam, thank you so much for the sub. We only saw the map, not the close look of how the place looks like or the gameplay mechanics is going to be. So guess we'll have to wait for now for more information. That's very true. Yeah. New Embo form, I'd be very happy with. Mega Meganium. That's what we need, Alan. That's what we need. That's what we need. We are going to Kalos for this one. It's very exciting. I always liked Kalos. I've never been shy to say that. So to get a Legends game in Kalos, such a curveball, but we're going to get the Zygarde story told presumably in this, which is very exciting. And this is going to be a good lead on to Gen 10, I think, as well. Charizard gets a third Mega while others get nothing. It's funny. And Sodang-san. And Sodang gonna happen as well, isn't it? You know it's gonna happen. Art of Eagle Brace. It says Z, or is it just me? It's Z-A. So it's Z-A is what the title is. Dragon Bug Mega Flygon. Mega Flygon has to happen, doesn't it? It does. Mega Meganium sounds awesome. I can freak it. Yeah, Mega Aura Trios. That would be very, very cool. That'd be good. I like the region, but I didn't care for the companions in the original, sadly. I hope we get the fun friends this time. I feel like, yeah, they need to redo the friends. I guess because it'll be set in a different time. We'll not have the same kind of tag-alongs. Finally get the AZ Flip Baby. I feel like that's going to be in this as well. It has to be. Might finally make Mega Flygon. Mega Xerneas, Mega Yveltal. It makes sense why those aren't in Scarlet and Violet, because they're the center of attention in these next ones. Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde. Makes sense why they've been missed out in Scarlet and Violet. So maybe. But friends, I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up now for today's. It's been a very, very enjoyable stream with you all. You've been amazing to have to view us through this whole segment today. It's been a lot of fun doing the Pokemon Presents and all of that. And you don't need to see any of that, do you? But it's been a lot of fun. And thank you so much for coming by the stream today. It's been absolutely amazing. You guys have been great. You've made it what it was. Our bingo card wasn't the most accurate or on point, but I don't know whose was. Of course, we've got the raids to look forward to, so I'll probably put a video up about the raids. We'll probably do a whole thing on some theories about the ZA stuff. I think that'll be fun. And of course, we'll be back with more streams tomorrow. Might stream later, do some shiny hunting for Deoxys if we can get that sorted, or maybe just do the Dynamax adventure raids and stuff like that. But thank you so much for hitting the like goal today. We absolutely crushed that, so you guys are awesome. And enjoy the rest of Pokemon Day, of course. Thank you so much for coming by. If you swung in, drop a like on the video, and we'll be back with lots of video content on the channel after all of these drops today. So it's gonna be fun leading up, but hopefully this isn't the last of the announcements for this year. I hope we'll get some more announcements as we go on. But you take care of yourselves, friends. More importantly than anything, thank you once again for all the support today. It's been awesome streaming the event with you and seeing what we got. I'm just hyped. Megas are back. Pokemon Z Legends, it's very hype. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Sad that we didn't get other stuff and we got a long wait, but we'll fill time with other things. I'm sure we're good at that, so we'll do that, and it's going to be good hanging out on our journey as we wait to get to this new Pokemon Legends game, which is very, very exciting. So thank you again, friends. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in our next one. So until then, take care. Bye bye. Oh, I can't even get off the end screen. It won't work. I've got to do it manually. Take care, friends. Bye bye.